Hello everyone! Hello! Welcome! Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back. A little bit of a throwback music today, wow. I was not expecting that to come up on the playlist, but it was a nice little bop for ya. Anyways, welcome in everyone, welcome back to the stream. It's been a while since I've streamed, but I think this is a pretty comfortable streaming setup for me. I like doing the, just like a couple streams per month. Obviously we've got the Archon Quest right now, so, every month we're gonna get some new content there anyways. And, since the quest came out just this week, I wanted to get at least one stream in before I go away this weekend. Going to visit my mom, so, that's why there's no video this weekend. I'm a little busy helping her move this weekend. She's moving in with my grandparents, and I have to move all my stuff in to my grandparents' house as well. Which probably means I'm going to be stuck with laptop streaming for the foreseeable future, because I don't know if I'll have a desk set up at my grandparents' house. But that's a future thing you don't need to worry about. But welcome in everyone, welcome Tara, welcome Twaj, welcome Newts, welcome Mir, yeah, welcome to the stream everyone. It's gonna be, it's gonna be a pretty chill time today, hopefully, just going through Act 3, that's all I planned for. And then next week we'll do Act 4, and then we'll also do my Chiori summons next week, hopefully. I have a little challenge planned for that, so y'all hear more about that probably next week. We love grandparents. Well, the reason my mother is moving in with my grandparents is not the most fun one, because my grandpa has like severe dementia, and so they need my mom to like be there to be a caretaker for them. Which, is not very fun, but it's, she wants to help out her parents, and I get that. Hello Radio Noise, welcome in. Good to see everyone today. This music is a little too intense for my taste. Let's switch this over to something a bit more chill for today, shall we? Love me some Fruitiger Arrow music. By the way, everyone, let me know if music is too loud, too quiet, if you can't hear it at all. Not pulling Shalonen, because she just doesn't really interest me. I mean, she does, like, interest me from, like, a meta standpoint, from like, my personal taste. Like, not really. Also, like, there's Chiori in this patch and Nahida second half, and that's already 2 characters I'm pulling for. So even if I was interested in Shalonen, I don't think I would have the Primo Gems for that. Yeah. I'm just going for Chiori C1 and Nahida C0, and if I somehow end up, like, super lucky on both banners, I might go for Homa. Weapon banner, second half. And I have my own reasons for that, but, we'll get there in future. I have a plan for a Nahida stream as well, or at least Nahida pulling stream. So you guys can look forward to that later, potentially. Wow. No, I don't have a wallet to empty, my friend. I'm a broke college student. Although I get a YouTube payment soon, because those last 2 videos, you guys really love those. So thank you so much for watching those. Considering watching the stream on the TV while I still got it. Why not? Why not do it? But yeah, thank you guys so much for, like, watching and enjoying commenting on those last 2 videos. Like, they did amazing. I was super surprised. I mean, like, I always, like, hope my videos do well, but I'm always pleasantly surprised when they do, like, better than average, So those have been nice to get a little YouTube check this month. That definitely helps pay the grocery bills. You know what I mean? That's why I do it. So we'll hopefully this month. I only have plans for the 3 streams this month, and then the kitchen video and the other account fix video, and if I have time I'll edit the Chiori stream into a video. So potentially 3 streams and 3 videos if everything goes well. But you know me, I'm a busy bee with my college classes, so school comes first for me. So we'll see if I can make all those things happen in October. But that's the plan for now. Yeah, but I can't. I'm all out of commission this weekend because I'm helping my mother out. Yeah. And I ended up going on a field trip on Tuesday. Well, not really like a field trip, really, but like my teacher does a yearly tradition now where we rent a passenger van and we go fabric shopping together, like as a class. It's a great time. It's very expensive, but it's a great time. And so, you know, I gotta say, you know, I can't pull for Shalonen because I gotta save my money for fabric shopping, you know. I gotta be getting fabrics for those cosplays, my Halloween costume. I haven't even started my Halloween costume, guys. I'm such a bad cosplayer. Well, I mean, like, technically I've started it, but it's only like regular clothes right now. Like, there is no, like, there are no parts to it that make it a costume yet, which is the troublesome part. So who knows? This might be my first year that I don't have a Halloween costume since I was like 5 years old. Like, crazy. Out of commission, you say, right when I wanted to get some OC art made. Aw, man. Speaking of, I haven't done like art commissions in like the longest time. I don't like really do them anymore. Like, I don't like actively advertise them. Mostly because I'm just too busy to, and also because like I barely do any digital art anymore. Like, most of my assignments I do like totally traditionally. So I also feel like I'm kind of out of practice. My Halloween costume was a big metal rod. Falling pipe sound effect. Just go as falling pipe sound.mp3. There you go. You dress up all in metallic silver, and anytime somebody walks up to you, you play the metallic falling pipe sound. Instead of saying trick or treat, you just play the sound. This year you want to be Walter White. That's a great costume. Yeah, my plan was gonna be Alistair Husband Hotel, but yeah, we'll see how that works out. I have like half of a shirt made, I have deer horns, and that's it. And I have a vest that doesn't really fit, so we'll see if it pans out. Like I said, I'm a busy bee this month. But let me loop this. Let's get the Genshin going, shall we? Because I got my dailies to do, so we can yap and do our dailies. I can be a yapper and a gamer, perhaps. Revolutionary idea as a streamer, honestly. Hey, what's your costume? Metal pipe sound effect. See, I love that. I feel like that would be inspired, honestly. Alrighty, let's see. Let's get this game going. Last night, I was updating my phone because I hadn't done it like when the update dropped. I was updating Genshin on my phone. And for like 20 minutes, it was stuck on splitting resources. I have no idea, like, what that was about. But anyways. I finally reached the point where I can only have either Genshin or Star Rail on my phone. Because I got to a point where I literally couldn't update Star Rail because there wasn't enough space, and I had nothing I could delete. Unless I started deleting, like, my school projects and stuff. So yeah, I'm no longer a mobile Star Rail player. Who's calling me? What? My aunt just called me, and that's crazy. That's crazy that my aunt just called me. Because, okay, do you guys want to hear some family drama? Do you guys want to hear, like, the tea with my family? Because it's kind of insane. So the story goes, that, hold on. What do I need to farm today? I need to fucking check. But the story goes, that basically, so my grandpa has severe dementia, right? Like, he needs somebody to be there to take care of him, like, you know, 24/7 basically. He doesn't speak much, like, can't really, like, talk for himself, and, you know, again. So, we understand this, right? And my grandmother, broke her hip, which, you know, not great for, my grandmother broke her hip, so she had to go into the hospital, had to get surgery, had to, like, be there for physical therapy, and it was, of course, like, a lot. And so Grandpa had to be left at home. And thankfully, my uncle, well, like, so my aunt's husband, uncle, but not by blood, you know. So my aunt's husband was thankfully there at my grandparents' house, and he agreed to, like, watch over Grandpa while my other aunt took Grandma to the hospital. And my mother decided, like, she would drive out to grandparents to also, like, help take care of Grandpa. And so my mother, like, heads out to, like, you know, see them, like, almost immediately. In the day that it takes my mother to get there, my uncle decides that taking care of my grandpa is too much for him. He cannot do it. Where the fuck are these? Oh, over here. Okay. Decides that taking care of my grandpa is too much for him, so he calls up his wife, and what they did is they kidnapped Grandpa. They legally kidnapped Grandpa and took him to an old folks' home that my cousin, her daughter, works at. They like placed him, like, in the home temporarily, had my cousin, like, take care of him, did not consult the rest of the family, didn't tell the rest of the family, just picked up Grandpa, put him in the car, shipped him off to the old folks' home an hour away. Crazy, right? And so obviously, like, this, you know, pissed everybody off, because my aunt has, like, this whole thing where, like, she thinks she knows what's best for the family, and blah, 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 blah. So essentially, the rest of the family is no longer speaking to my aunt and her half of the family. Like, they have essentially, like, disowned them because of their behavior, and, like, you know, their behavior, like, ensuing, like, after all this happened. So that's why it's crazy that my aunt decides to call me right now. Because I'm, like, the one member of the family that, like, hasn't been directly involved in all this. I've just kind of been, like, hearing about it, like, as it happens. So I think that's crazy. Like, I wonder what she wants, right? Like, Is she trying to, like, get me on her side or whatnot? Like, insane. Good thing I have a therapy appointment tomorrow. I can talk about this. Well, I've talked about this with my therapist extensively because, you know, it's a pretty big thing in my life that it's, you know, affecting my mother, you know, where I live in the future and stuff like that. But yeah, so that's family drama, and there's more to it. So one of my aunt's other children is he is an adult man, but he is severely autistic, and he's been, like, super sheltered his entire life. So he has never, like, lived on his own or lived without, like, help from his parents. So he's, you know, very much like an adult, like, man baby. And, you know, to top that off, like, with, like, severely stunted, like, social skills from not only being autistic, but, like, never interacting with anyone, like, outside his family. Anyways, so that's him. And apparently somebody suggested at some point during this whole ordeal that he helped take care of Grandpa. And this pissed off his brother so much that he sent, like, an entire essay into our family group chat. Just basically saying, like, fuck Grandpa, I don't give a shit about him, but how dare you bring up my brother in this conversation? And it's just like, dude, what the hell? Like, have some compassion. Like, it was crazy. Like, and it was so, like, tone deaf, the whole thing. And nobody has said anything in the family group chat since then. Like, that was, like, the moment that everybody was like, okay, we're done with these people. This is not the only insane thing that, like, this side of the family has done. Like, there is a whole, like, history behind these people. And it's kind of insane, actually. I need 2 more of those, okay. But yeah, that's the family tea. That's how it be. Alrighty, that should be my daily resin, except it's not, because it doesn't fill up my book. Dang it. I can do the event quest really quick. Surely this isn't going to be very long. We'll get in the Archon quest in a second here. Just getting the daily runs done. You know how it is. Let's see. Where do we have to go? Where are we? Up there? Okay. Is this up at the stage again? Is this like the same, like, spot as, like, the update from last time? No, it's not. Okay. Shalonin! Hello. Oh, this part is voiced. Oh man, I was excited to hear her voice. Oh, we met her for the first time though. It's crazy. I know how it is now because I finally figured out where to look for quests. Every time you watch a Genshin stream, Twaj, you learn a little bit more about how the game works. Okay, I'm gonna spam through this because we're not hearing any vocals. That's upsetting. I'm pretty sure, so here's what I know about the Archon quest, because we were talking about this yesterday in the Discord about, like what is and isn't voiced. So, for the English voice acting, as far as I know, the only 2 characters that aren't voiced are Kachina and Kinich. And also from what I know, like, they have a fairly minor role in the story. So honestly, it hasn't, like, impacted people's experience that much. Anyone that's done it already can, like, confirm in the chat if not. So it seems like the Archon quest is pretty intact. But, you know, as you know, the voice actors are on strike now, so we expected something like this would happen. I do have resources down in the description if you would like to help support or learn more about the voice actor strike. You know, it's really important that they're doing this right now, especially like in this, you know, our specific technological climate with the rise of AI and things like that. So I do encourage you to read more about it if you're unfamiliar with what's going on, or, you know, you're like, you know, why aren't there voice actors in the game? Like, you know. Because actually there's been a lot of misinformation so far about what's been going on with that, and so I want to, you know, help clear some of that up for people if I can. That being said, for any characters that aren't voiced in the quest, I promise to do a silly voice for them. I promise I'll be the voice actor for today. so hopefully that's fun for you guys. Oh, it's a huge aphid. We gotta get the oh, what the fuck is the book? The Very Hungry Ladybug? No, it's the Very Hungry Caterpillar. What's the ladybug? What's the ladybug Eric Carle book? You guys have to know what I'm talking about. Somebody does. Oh well. Okay. What are we doing? What are we doing with the aphid? Are we gonna kill it? We're probably gonna kill it. Protected by special wards that before they break, preventing your attacks. The ward is broken. God, this is too much text. What the hell? Ooh, 80 primos for each one though. Pretty nice rewards. Okay, we'll do that later actually. I don't want to do all that right now. I want to get into the story. Let's do the story. I want to do the story. I want the story.
Paimon coming in. Paimon coming in. Is this level okay? Can you hear Paimon?
Hopefully the audio is better then. I'm trying to get at least the dialogue up so you can like hear people talking. But not so much that we overpower the music here. Alrighty. Into the stadium. Here we go. Archon Quest time. Let's do it, gang.
Thank you so much. The Adventurers Guild has been overwhelmed these days.
What the hell is up with Catherine's mic?
No worries at all. We've always valued the strength of adventurers. Given the current situation, it's vital that we all work together. Since we're facing the same enemies, I'll send you the intel we've collected on the Abyss so far. Then we can take a look at how to coordinate our efforts.
All right. Thank you so much.
Jesus, Catherine, get a pop filter.
Hi, Catherine. It's us. Got any new commissions?
You two have come just in time. I've got some good news. The Pyro
I got some good news.
Forces all across Natlan.
That's rough, buddy.
The Abyss has ramped up its activities lately. We can no longer afford to act only after receiving news of an invasion. So the Pyro Archon suggested that the Scions of the Canopy and the Adventurers Guild focus on collecting and disseminating intel. That way, we can stay informed of everything that's happening across the land. Once we receive word of enemy activity, we can notify the nearest camp and the station forces can take immediate action.
Twash? What? What are you talking about?
Yes, precisely. This should also allow us to focus on gathering information, rather than running around and trying to tackle everything at once. So please also take a chance to relax, you two. You've been working hard these days, and this will be a good opportunity for some well-deserved rest.
When did Catherine become like a frontline tactical officer for the fight against the Abyss?
and do nothing.
That sounds like what Catherine was suggesting.
The movements of the abyss are always unpredictable.
Yowie is
Often
Yowie
times when
that
its
mic
being
here in my
became more
ear. Oh,
active in the
sorry.
past. The people here generally
You
see it
had,
as something like
you had an
an
interesting
acute
way of
natural
expressing
disaster.
it there.
Once the disaster is over, everyone will return to their normal lives. We just all hope that day will be sooner rather than later.
Oh, right. Most people have no idea just how bad the situation has gotten in the Night Kingdom.
Is that
Oh, hey,
TV Bros?
Katrina.
Oh,
It's you,
it's in
Nana.
on auto. It went too fast. Oops. Let me turn that off. Yep. Now really isn't the time to stay at home and recover anyway. I wanted to do something to help. I heard that the Pyro Archon is gathering warriors to be stationed in the more remote areas, so I came here to sign up. Don't think I haven't heard about all the things that you've been doing. With everyone working so hard, I've got to do my part too. Oh, by the way, Shalonen told me she was ordered to forge you an ancient name. She said that she's all set and we can head over whenever we're ready.
Wow. So we'll finally get to meet
How's my
Shalonen,
Kachina
the
voice, guys?
legendary forger of ancient names. Paimon still can't believe anyone could forge those things.
Shalonen is a true master. Not only can she forge ancient names, but also all sorts of new and fun things. She's always got a pile of commissions on her plate, so you usually have to wait a while before she finishes something. In this case, though, she's completely cleared her schedule just to work with you. She wants to give your name her full attention. Well, I've already signed up as a warrior, so all I have to do for now is wait for my assignment. If it's okay, maybe we could go see Jalonen together? She wouldn't turn me away, right? I mean, I hope she wouldn't.
Hey, have some confidence in yourself, Kachina. After all, you're already a victor of the Night Warden Wars.
Ah! On second thought, maybe I'll just find a hole in the ground to jump into and hide for a while. Oh God. Need some water after that one. Hello, welcome in. My iconic Kachina voice destroys my voice a little bit. I can't go that high. Warden Wars, you say? Twash knows all about those. Where is that lovely woman? Oh yeah. Look at her. Cat girl. Oh hey, the bot finally notified people of the stream. Only like 30 minutes in. Jalonen, I bought the person who needs an ancient name. She's super amazing, and I've already learned tons of stuff from her. I can vouch that she's really worthy of a hero's name.
Ah, yes, so I've heard. So young, and yet you've already got quite the reputation.
I love her. I love her voice acting. It's so
Wait,
unique, dude.
Are you Outlanders?
Yep, we're travelers who just arrived in Natlan not too long ago.
No, I mean, I was aware that you're travelers. It's just no one told me that you're Outlanders.
Huh? You're saying the Pyro Archon didn't tell you?
No, the only thing she said is that a new hero had pledged herself to the plan, but we need to forge an ancient name to ensure she'd be able to return safe and sound. And she did mention that it would be quite difficult to forge an ancient name for them, but at the time, I thought she was just commenting on my skills.
I like how this task has went from like difficult to like impossible to her
But
in
I
just
seem
5
to understand
seconds.
where the true difficulty lies now.
She's like, oh, you need me to make something that literally doesn't exist. Are you upset?
No, I wouldn't go that far. I'm used to it, really. I just need a moment to process things. The Pyro Archon's requests are always difficult to fulfill, and we used to argue a lot. Honestly, it's probably for the better that she didn't bring this up at the time. Anyway, I can't argue with her if she isn't here, and it'd be pointless to take my anger out on someone else. But, just because I understand her rationale doesn't make me any less upset.
Oh my gosh,
After
does
all,
she have glitter
must
on
have
her
known that
legs?
forging an ancient
Do you guys
name
see
for an
that? It's a little
Outlander is
higher
an
contrast on the
impossible
stream, I
task.
think. She has like little, it's either like glitter or like little white freckles. I think it's like glitter. Oh my gosh. Hello, Diva.
It's impossible?
As you probably know, an ancient name is a symbol of a hero's sparing glory, which grows even richer and heavier as generations of successors
Well,
inherit
I think the
it.
Traveler has like 3 generations at least worth of spirit
We
and
forge
glory.
ancient names by engraving the heroic deeds of an individual who will become the first hero of that particular name.
Yeah, I've got plenty of deeds to my name, man. Yeah, I saw countless feats recorded in their adventure handbook. It felt like they could do anything.
But they were all performed outside of Natlan, correct?
Well, except for the last couple.
Yeah, that's right.
Then those deeds haven't been recorded by the Night Kingdom. To take it one step further, even if you had performed heroic deeds in Natlan, as an Outlander, your actions still wouldn't have been recorded by our lands. Only memories and experiences that have been acknowledged by the Wyab can be used as a basis for an ancient name. Even the greatest of craftsmen cannot create something out of thin air, you know. That's just how it is.
Law of equivalent exchange, right?
So I don't want just anyone to get a name, huh?
Mawika, of all people, should know better than anyone. Yet she's still entrusted the task of forging the ancient
When your
names
boss
and
gives you an impossible task and it's just like, oh, you'll figure it out. You're smart. You know what to do.
Brennan gets it. Nobody's happy being asked to do the impossible.
Why do I feel like this has happened before? I think last time, Shalona just ended up running dozens of laps around the hills nearby. Girl was so frustrated she had to go. She had to get the zoomies out.
Ugh, don't remind me. Let's just focus on how we can pull this off. How to achieve the impossible.
You mean you're already willing to accept the task?
It's like, well, the Pyro Archon told me
Well,
to, so I kind of
what
don't
else
have a
can I do?
choice.
What's happened is already done, and it's not like I can outright defy the order of my Archon.
See?
If she gave me this order, then she believes the ancient name is an indispensable part of her plan, and that I'll be able to find a way to make it happen. In other words, the order is an affirmation of my abilities.
Whoa, not only has she accepted the task, but now she's looking for silver linings?
Yeah, let's see if we can find some special way to pull this off. If we really can make it work, I'm sure we can still go back and talk to the Pyro Archon, right?
The key is getting the Wyab to somehow acknowledge the Traveler's existence and record her heroic deeds.
We heard the voice of a Wyab when we were in the Night Kingdom before. We even had a whole conversation with her. If we can talk to her again, maybe we can figure something out together.
Well, every tribe has their own Wyab. How do we know if the one you met is indeed the best one for us to talk to? Plus, considering the unprecedented nature of this situation, I have a feeling that the acknowledgement of one Wyab alone would probably not be enough.
So we need the acknowledgement of all 6 Wyobs.
I don't
Saw
know.
this one
That
coming.
requires a level of knowledge that I do not possess. We need to find a consultant who's an expert on all things Night Kingdom and Wyab. The first person who comes to mind is Seatlali at the Masters of the Nightwind. The one we call Granny Eatstali.
Granny eats to leave.
Oh, we've heard that name before. We used her spirit speaker stone to find Kachina's ancient name.
How strong do I
A
think
person who could
the
make something
Traveler
like
would
that
be
must
with
be pretty
original
impressive.
power?
I'm sure she'd be able to help.
Well, I'm not super well versed in like
Still,
power
she's
scaling,
older now and
but
quite
like
eccentric. It's hard to even book a meeting with her.
I feel like
given
like
that
they
she's
were like a
constantly holed
world,
up in a
you know,
room
they
and
were like
doesn't like to be disturbed.
traveling between worlds, and they were like
I've heard
taking on
that to get her help, you have to be
you know,
extremely
the unknown
patient
god
with
and
her
stuff like that
know how to keep her spirit up.
before, you know, like before one of them got like sent away. I feel like they could, like, a Traveler with like their original power could be on like Archon level. I feel like they could like go toe to toe with like some of the Archons. They couldn't like beat all of them. Some of them maybe though.
I hate to break it to you, but
Huh. Why is that? I mean, didn't she already help you before? And you even managed to save Kachina.
Yeah, but we broke her special toy.
Yeah, at the cost of her spirit speaker stone being split into two.
Huh? That was a
Right on,
sigh.
Malika. We're already off to a rocky start here. In
Hey,
that
it's the
case,
trailer
I guess your
line.
only option is to
The
try
one that
to
everybody
emphasize
hates.
that this is an
And
important order from
native
the
ones say
Pyro
she sounds like a
Archon.
Discord mommy.
Hopefully, Seat Lolly would still want to show respect to the Archon. I'll also write you a letter on your behalf. If you can find someone to deliver it and mention some good things about you, then that should help too.
Oh, let's ask Kanich to deliver the letter. He understands the whole situation and is already a familiar face to her.
Paimon sure hopes a Hal won't interrupt when he's talking, though.
Why did Paimon sound like a How there?
All right, Kanich is a seasoned negotiator. I trust that he'll know the best things to say.
Great! Then I'll go contact him right now.
Please just give me a moment to write the letter, and we can meet up near the Statue of the Seven later.
Sounds good. We'll take a stroll in the meantime.
Gosh, she is so pretty. Like, what a pretty character. They couldn't give her dark skin, because if they did, she'd be too powerful. Her beauty would simply overpower everyone in the game. They couldn't handle a dark-skinned baddie. We meet again. Kachina told me everything. I'll deliver the message to the Master of the Night Wind and convince Lolly to give you a chance. I'll also take this chance to explain what happened to the Spirit Speaker Stone and offer her an apology in person.
Yeah, I'm sorry to put this on you, Kanich.
Is that a good Kanich voice? I don't know how to do his.
How to deal with her.
He's like too monotone for me. It's alright. We're all working for the sake of the Pyro Archon plan after all. Everyone here understands how dire the situation has become.
Oh, wait, so Kachina and the Traveler also know about the plan?
Mm-hmm. Because we all saw a hero of the past rematerialize right before our eyes. And then Mualani said that a ton of knowledge and memories suddenly flooded her brain. The Pyro Archon explained everything we came back from the Night Kingdom, including the reason behind the appearance of the hero, as well as the current state of the Night Kingdom.
Right. She mentioned there are 6 heroes and that Shilonen is one of 4 that have already been
If looks could kill, we'd die.
Oh, well, then I suppose there's no need to keep any secrets between us. Having companions walk by your side is perhaps the best solace when facing such a bleak reality.
The power of friendship. I have another piece of intel to share. We've pretty much identified the person who rescued the captain in the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. His name is Rororan, and he also hails from the Masters of the Night Wind. However, he spent most of his life living out in the wilderness by himself, away from the rest of the tribe. That's why his disappearance went unnoticed. By the time Sitlali finally realized that he was gone, no one had heard from him for quite a while.
Seat Lolly knows him too?
That's right. Auroran was an orphan raised by the chief of the Masters of the Night Wind, and many other kind-hearted people in his tribe. Still, he's had something of an odd reputation his whole life. He's an emo boy. Odd, huh?
Given how the Masters of the Night Wind love to babble about dreams and revelations, they're already a pretty strange bunch to most. I've never met Auroran, but if they consider him the odd one, he's got to be pretty far out there.
That's right. So in that sense, Auroran and Sitlali actually have quite a bit in common, which is why they get along pretty well.
Huh. Makes sense. But Paimon wonders how Seat Lolly could be the first one to notice Auroran's disappearance if she spends the whole day in her room.
As of now, we still haven't been able to confirm whether Auroran joined the Fatui voluntarily, or if he was coerced. Sitlali is probably eager to prove that Auroran hasn't betrayed his people. I plan to use this as leverage when I go to talk with her.
Huh, so if I'm following, you mean we'll help her investigate Auroran and the captain's whereabouts?
This whole conversation just feels like every conversation where Paimon talks for the Traveler. It's like silence and then reiteration of what was just said by a different character. Crazy. Yes, if you're all on board with the idea, that it becomes a mutually beneficial collaboration, rather than just a one-sided request. Even though I don't think Sitlali is the kind of person to turn down an order from the Pyro Archon, working together with us will help her focus on not getting distracted by the whole Auroran situation.
Yeah! Plus, we kinda owe her one anyway to make up for breaking the spirit speakers down.
Moms aren't real, they all went to Mars in 2011. Twaj, did you look up the name, did you look up the release date of that movie just for that joke?
Ah, this is a pretty well thought out plan. As expected of Molly Poke Hanich. Then, yeah, I'll leave my letter to you. Let's hope Sitlali can meet at the stadium in 2 days.
Maybe. I know how you work. Take care out there, Kanich. I'll be heading back as well. There are still a few things I need to pack.
Okay, then let's part ways for now. I'll see you in a couple of days.
Alrighty, we have a plan in motion. Wait, what is that? Wait until the morning of the day after tomorrow. Why not just say wait until morning 2 days later? Why did I have to word it like that? Huh? This has got to be one of my least favorite Genshin mechanics. I will talk shit about the clock mechanic as long as I live. Like, I get why it's here for, like, taking photos in-game and stuff like that. But if there's a quest that needs it to be a specific time of day, just fade to black and set it to that time of day. Like, for fuck's sake. And I probably have to make it go further, because it's only 2 a.m. There we go. Can I get in like 8 a.m.? There we go. Like, oh, riveting gameplay to watch the clock spin around.
Let's ask her how things have been going.
We've just been running back and forth up this corridor so far in the quest. Wow, I love seeing all these locations in Natlan.
Hey, Shilonin, how's everything going?
I think we can auto it
hi,
now, because
Traveler in
Kanich
Paimon.
and Katina are out of the way.
I have bad news. Sitlali did not reply to our request. Although, I suppose I'm not too surprised.
Aw, man.
You mean she didn't even bother to give Kanichi a response? Guess she really does have quite the ego then.
Yeah, well, she can be also quite eccentric, though she's one of the most gifted people around. Even the Masters of the Nightwind often struggle to work with her. My guess is that she probably has other reasons for not deigning us with a response. But let's go to the stadium and see if we can meet her there. If we do get a chance to talk to her in person, we can still try to work something out.
That's true. Let's go!
So the letter was for nothing. So we did the whole letter scene for nothing. Alright, cool. We go to the stadium anyways. That's where we started. God damn it. The clock mechanic is how I sleep at night. I just set the clock forward and wait. So real. As expected, Sitlali is not there. Really?
Natlan doesn't see anybody. Seems she's just not gonna show up, huh?
She, like, clearly doesn't want to talk to us. We broke her special
Well, we
toy,
tried to be as
and
considerate as
she's...
we could, but she...
That might be true, but this is still
Oh,
a
I didn't mean to
request
cut
from
you
the
off,
Pyro
Shilonin.
Archon, right? Shouldn't the subject always answer the call of their Archon?
Well...
A subject? Well, if you ask me, I'd say we're all more like friends with the Archon.
Co-workers with the Archon.
Yes, Mawika is our leader, but that doesn't mean there's any kind of tall barrier between us and her. The only thing is that she often has very high expectations of us.
Huh. So even though she's super powerful, it sounds like she's actually pretty down to earth and easy to get along with.
Well, I mean, she
Unlike
is a
that old
human,
hag
so,
Granny
like,
Easterly, right?
she does
She
understand
can ignore
their
us just because she's
humanly
famous.
struggles.
You all talk about her
Ooh,
like she's some
Sitlali.
kind of huge deal, but she didn't even bother to reply to our letter. Seriously, if she didn't want to come, she could
You know,
at least let us know.
Sitlali intrigued
That's
me
what
from, like, the
Nathan does
teaser
to you.
trailer,
Paimon
but,
never
like,
wants
now
to be
actually, like, seeing her model in the game.
Lolly. So, that's how you see me?
Huh? Who's there? Who's talking next to Paimon?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just a disgruntled old hag, right? Come
By the way,
on,
guys, if you
relax.
didn't know, this is
I'm
March
sure my
7th
bark's worse than my
VA.
bite.
Huh? See, Lolly.
Which I didn't know at first because she's doing like such a different voice than she usually does for her roles.
Wait, you're Sea
Like the
Lolly?
March 7th voice is
You're
like kind of her
Granny
default.
Eatsley?
Yes, Granny Eatsley. But emphasis on Eatsley, not Granny.
God, the S's on this
Ah, you must know this trope from
freaking
light novels, surely.
patch.
They use it all the time. The young man who's actually the oldest person in the room. The girl next door who turns out to be a seasoned veteran. The wise sage who looks like a little kid. Oh, wipe that look off your face! You've seriously never seen an older lady that doesn't look her age?
She's like, come
Okay,
on, it's an
well,
anime trope.
Don't go thinking it's a trick either. See? I'm barely wearing any makeup.
Did I forget to mention? She's called Granny, but she's actually pretty young. It was an honest mistake. I guess we've just gotten used to it.
I'm sorry.
What? How dare you? Don't you know it's rude to ask a lady her age?
Paimon really didn't mean to offend you. It's just that your case seems really unique. Oh, Paimon just wanted to apologize, but now
The
she's
curious
putting more
case
and
of
more
sit
her foot in
lolly
her mouth.
button.
Really, Paimon just got a little mad since we thought, well,
She's actually aging
we're gonna leave us
backwards.
out to dry.
Actually, that'd be cool if they like actually did that. Or she's
It was
actually
my
like aging
idea
backwards.
to invite
but-
you here, Seat Lolly. So if you're upset, you can just take it out on me.
Genshin couldn't handle a
Right.
real
I was
MILF
only
and had to
joking.
settle for the
Getting
trope.
into chastise
So
someone.
true!
There's really no need to take all this so seriously.
Cowards!
If anything,
Cowards!
I'm gonna feel awkward if we keep this going. I received Kenichi's letter and was planning to attend this meeting. Since I had already decided to come, I figured there was no need to draft a reply that simply said, understood. Besides, just showing up is the most important part. No? But, of course, it's also natural for people to get held up by one thing or another as they're trying to leave the
Honestly,
house.
The trailer kind of did her
It
dirty, but I
certainly
think
was
Sit
a bit
Lolly's in-game
awkward
model
to see
actually
that
looks
everyone
pretty
else
cool.
had arrived before me.
I thought it looked weird in the
At
trailer, but it looks
first,
better
I was
in
thinking
game.
of quietly sneaking over.
I love her
but
color scheme.
Since you were already
you know,
here waiting
she's
for
got
me,
she's got
I started to
bisexual
think
lighting.
about how I should phrase my apology. Only to hear you all talking smack about me. Anyway, that's the whole story. Honestly, it's not
I
like
also
I owe
like
you
her
an
like hair
explanation
ring
anyway.
things. They're fun. I like that detail. Very Hatsune Miku core.
What's with that expression? Was she feeling embarrassed just now?
What is this face? Why are we so cheeky looking? Is she waiting for us to carry on the conversation? Everything she's saying sounds like a joke, but I'm not sure if I should laugh. Would it be rude to laugh? Or even more rude not to laugh? Oh my
And the Masters
god.
of the Night Wind said they struggle dealing with her. I wonder if the feeling is mutual. She seems to be pretty awkward herself. Everything she does and says seems
We have the most
forced.
devious expression.
Anyway, Shilonen, I heard that you require my help in crafting an ancient name.
Correct. The situation isn't like anything we've handled before. Let me explain.
Shilonen explains the Pyro Archon's
I
request.
see. So Mawika has asked you to forge an ancient
And then
name for an
Sitlali explains it
Outlander.
a second time, in
Well,
case you
that would be
haven't
a
been paying
first.
attention.
And you've also heard all about Auroron. I must say, he's always
Oh,
been a good kid.
Marley.
I can't see him joining the Fatui of his own volition. He must have been coerced somehow.
Cool.
Yeah, that's what we came here to ask you. We'll help bring Auroron back if you help us solve the problems of forging the ancient name. What do you think?
We scratch your back.
I
you
suppose
scratch
I'll
ours.
just call you Traveler for now. Traveler, come here. Let me take a good look at you.
I have a name, you know.
Wealth leads to unending conflicts between people. Yet you alone transcend the value of gold. Baleful thunder and wrathful waves bring terror to mortal hearts.
In order,
Yet,
Liyue
again and
Archon
again,
Quest, Inazuma Archon
You've
Quest,
braved
Fontaine
them to
Archon
find
Quest.
new worlds. A weary yet free soul. Even the most verdant leaf in the forest will pray for your
Mondstadt
happiness
Archon
and
Quest,
safe
Subaru
passage.
Archon Quest. Excuse me?
Those are all the things that I could see in you. You've experienced far more than even most mortals could dream of. You possess the heart of a sincere hero, along with the conviction to lift a torch above your head and walk headlong into the night. Huh? Don't move. There's something here.
Huh? What thing? Don't scare Paimon. Is the traveler gonna be okay?
Ah, shoo!
What the hell was
Ah,
that?
that should do it. You've just returned from the Night Kingdom, so some fragments of souls were still stuck to your body.
Fragments of
No need to worry.
souls?
I've just cleared out the last of them.
Just like lint hairs stuck to my sweater, huh? Fragments of souls just hanging out on me.
Ah, it's nothing as serious as that. If left unattended, the most it could do is stir up some chaos in your mind, and generally worsen your mood.
Well, in that case, better to get rid of them.
Oh, well, thanks, said Lolly.
It was nothing.
She's honestly kind of cool. I wasn't super sold on her at
Let's
first,
follow
but
your proposal.
she's grown on me.
Once you've brought Auroron back, I'll take you to see the Lord of the Night.
The Lord of the Night? But don't we need to talk to the Wayab of the tribes?
No, we're going straight to the
Something this
top.
important is beyond their jurisdiction. Only the Lord of the Night can decide whether we can grant an ancient name to one who does not hail from
Some
our
chaos in
lands.
the mind, you say.
The
Boy, am
Lord
I
of the Night
familiar.
is an ancient entity that rules over the entire Night
When you just get
Kingdom,
some spirits stuck on
constantly
you, and
borrowing the power
they're
of the
just,
sacred
you know,
flame to
they're
combat
worsening your
corrosion
mood.
from the abyss.
causing some chaos in your
Oh,
head.
so you're basically saying it's even more powerful than the Wayab of the tribes. Well, that sort of makes sense, being the lord of the entire Night Kingdom and all.
It's like, why should we
Not
pray to one of the
exactly.
saints? We can go
It's not
straight
so
to God
much that
himself.
one's more
you know?
powerful than the other.
Basically.
But never mind. That's not important. It would take too much time to explain. Just listen carefully to what I'm about to tell you. The Lord of the Night is currently in a deep slumber, and we can only communicate with its consciousness while in a trance. In other words, in a dream.
Ooh.
But I will need to prepare a few more things if we are
Getting
to hold a ceremony to
Sumeru
achieve the
quest
state of the trance.
flashbacks. We were stuck
I'll
in a
make a
dream
list.
and
Can any of you
communicating
get
with the
everything for
god
me?
back then too.
I can go. It'll probably be a long list, so better leave it to someone who knows all the local vendors.
Sounds good. Then we'll go with St. Lolly to track down Aurora.
Shiloden's saving us from another fetch
The
quest.
Chewy are nothing to scoff at, so please, be careful during your investigation. If you need any
Have
help,
I seen
just come find me.
have I seen JJK
Let me
Shibuya
shoot the plane
Incident?
safe.
I have. I've seen both seasons of JJK all the way through. And the movie.
All right, now it's time for
I'm
us
a
to
I'm a
catch that brat and
Jujutsu
bring him
Kaisen
back.
fan, one could say.
Oh, I'm sorry I made you wait earlier. It was actually because I decided to swing by
I haven't read
Auroron's
any of the
place to look for
manga,
clues.
but I know like most of
He
the
has
important
always
like
lived
story
alone.
beats that
And I
happen.
found a broken
Just
jar in
because
his
it's
house.
impossible to avoid
There
spoilers
was
nowadays.
also something off about his phlogiston aphids, which I assume is because their keeper has been gone for quite some time. And interestingly enough, I saw some slash marks in the house that did not match any of our local weapons. My guess is they were left by Snezhnaya arms.
So they
Oh,
kidnapped
sounds like
him.
if a Chewy broke into his house and took
Just
him
like my
hostage.
grandpa.
But why would they kidnap a kid who just spends his days living in the country and raising aphids? He's only in his 20s. What would they want with
Genshin
him?
official age confirmation?
That's not to say
That
that
never
I believe
happens.
he's totally innocent, of course. Since he's the only one who was kidnapped out of everyone in Natlan, he must have done something to attract their attention. In any case, we'll get to the bottom of this once we manage to get him back here. I'm truly sorry to put you two through all this trouble with me. But please help me get him back.
You can count on us.
All right, then let's start by heading to
Just
where
wait until
Aurora was
Act
seen
4, you'll
last.
witness the Shibuya incident in Genshin? What the hell is happening in Natlan? Alright, that's the first quest. That's the first part of the quest done. That's crazy. Okay. We're going over here now. Time to find out where the emo boy has run off to. He ran off to join the Fatui emo band. with faceless YouTuber Capitano. Man, wearing a full face mask, such a lame gimmick, am I right?
An eyewitness claimed to have seen Auroron speaking to some Fatui soldiers here. I don't know how much you're willing to believe me, but Auroron really is a good kid. I see no reason why he'd suddenly get involved with a Fatui. I'm convinced that
I'm sensing we're about to get some like excellent like character dynamics
trying
here.
To extract information.
They're setting this up really well.
However,
I'm really intrigued to like hear more about like Sitlali and
given there are
Auroran's
no signs of a
relationship.
fight.
Didn't Kanich say that she's a big name in Natlan? Feels kinda weird to see her so frustrated and helpless like this.
Auroron? Well, he was left at the side of the road as an infant, and the people of the tribe took him in. You could say that everyone had a hand in raising him.
It takes a village.
He learned a lot from us, and once he reached adulthood, he built himself a house out in the countryside. He spends most of his days growing vegetables and raising aphids.
Bro just wants to live a peaceful life. Bro wants to play Stardew Valley, but he's forced.
He would even get his friends to deliver whole
Bro
bags
just
of
wants to
fresh
play some
produce to my
Stardew Valley,
place.
but he's forced to play Skyrim.
Oh well, let's keep looking. He can answer all of our questions once we find him. He's been raising phlogiston aphids for a long time, and since they were disturbed, they secreted a special type of phlogiston. We can use that substance to track his movements. Let's follow the phlogiston trail.
Huh? What trail?
Oh, right. I forgot your eyes don't naturally perceive such things. Here, give me your hand.
I thought we were just gonna become a Saurian. I guess not. Ooh, sparkle, sparkle, magic, magic.
How about now?
What are you saying?
Everything looks the same. Everything looks the same. There's this weird blue light on the ground.
That's right.
It's like an arrow pointing me towards my next quest destination.
My senses to you. For a short while, you'll be able to see the phlogiston too.
Wow, you can even share your senses with us?
I wonder if when she releases, she'll have a mechanic like that where she can like
It requires a very rare spell that most people aren't
see
adept at.
like
But don't
phlogiston
worry, it's a
trails
cinch for
and stuff
me.
like that. I don't know.
Between the two of you, it seems the traveler's senses are a bit stronger than Paimon's. When I held your hand just now, I could sense that you've got a great affinity for phlogiston. You're extraordinarily gifted. Anyway, we'll need to use our vision now to track down Auroron. Good luck, you two.
Vision capital V or vision eyes?
Lolly might say a lot of deep and confusing stuff, but this spell of hers is really something.
What was that? What does she mean by deep and confusing? As far as elderly shamans go, I'd say that I'm already pretty easy to talk to. Is there any other old hag who's as fluent in the
Sitlali
language
when
of
the
the youth
youth
as
start
me?
speaking brain rot to her.
But is my way of
Paimon,
speaking still
this
not
really was the
trendy enough?
skivviest Archon quest
I've
of all
already tried
time.
my best to match their
I
speech
feel so
patterns,
Sigma.
but given the looks on their faces
Is my way of
just
speaking
now,
still not trendy enough?
or perhaps I'm still not fashionable enough?
Sislali, you
But
just
that
need to
can't
get the
be,
Riz.
right?
It's okay.
Don't tell me they're still getting the impression that I'm super old-fashioned.
Huh?
You've got to get the Riz, Sitlali. Then you'll be trendy.
Was that Seat Lolly's voice?
Okay, Can we read her mind because she's sharing her senses with us? That's hilarious.
Now that I think about it, it's a good thing I found some helpers this time. Some things are best done with the help of friends.
Please never speak again. Alright, stream canceled, everyone. Thanks for coming out. I got too brain rotted. The people couldn't handle me.
They appear to be feeling quite confident. Looks like our work will go smoothly.
We spoke in our head to her and she didn't even notice. That's so funny.
Hey, looks like there's a new camp over there.
Oh, okay. I hate this like walk 5 feet cutscene, walk 5 feet cutscene thing.
Looks like people set up camp here.
Wait. The phlogiston here is a bit odd. Let me see.
Fight coming up in 3, 2.
A small shape here.
Okay, maybe not.
This is a distress signal for the Masters of the Nightwind. Only someone from our tribe would recognize it. So Auroron was indeed being threatened. We've got to find him, fast. Leaving such a subtle mark implies that he was trying to be discreet. In other words, he was probably under the Fatui's watch. If they notice us, we can just charge in and fight them to the death. But what if my darling grandson is also there? I can't have him caught in the crossfire.
She thinks of him as her darling grandson. That's so cute.
Otherwise, he'd get hit as well. How annoying. No, I've got to stay calm and keep my composure.
I'm noticing there's a lot of errors with the text on screen not matching up with the voice acting so far. Like it's been more than a couple times now, and we're only like just at the beginning of the quest. I'm wondering if it's like a localization thing to do with the strike, perhaps. Perhaps like they don't have like their full team. Or a communication issue. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if it has something to do with that.
Here too.
Wait a second. The phlogiston around here is jumbled up. I can also smell a mix of elements in the air. Pyro, electro, and some other elements as well.
Kanichi told us that you were super amazing. No wonder you can sense so many more things than us.
It's about time that little brat said something nice about me. There are signs of a struggle here, judging from what's left on the scene. There must have been a fight. But after that, the factions seem to have gone their separate ways. Both the phlogiston and the elemental traces in the air support that.
Do you still remember the little mark we found before? Paimon's thinking, what if Auroron
So there was
to
a
leave another
fight,
distress
but he got
signal,
away?
but was
So if
caught
he
by
got
the
away,
Fatui?
then where is he hiding? Or there was a third party involved that was trying to rescue Auroran, but failed and had to flee the scene, and he's still under their capture.
Given there are 2 signals leading from here,
I
we should split up
love
as
when the
well.
Archon quest sets up a good mystery. I love playing along. Like
I'll
Fontaine,
take this
first couple
direction
acts with the
and
different
leave the other one
trials.
to you.
So
Let's
fun to
meet up
piece
again
through
later.
that. I love these kinds of
Auroran,
quests.
What the heck were you doing? It's one thing to trouble me, but now I had to bring other people into this as well. You little brat.
And off she goes.
From darling grandson to little brat.
Traveler, did you hear all of that as well? Once Lolly left, that voice went away as well. Paimon even tried calling her name inside Paimon's head, but there was no response. So you were thinking the same thing. Paimon also thought that if we could hear what she was thinking, then she could probably also hear what we were thinking in our heads. She did say that she was quite adept at this spell, and it doesn't sound like she's had any trouble with it in the past. If you think about it, she's really got a lively inner world. It paints quite a different picture from Paimon's first impression of her.
Yeah, they really like put a lot of personality into her. Like I said, I kind of love her so far. She's fun. I still haven't been, like, convinced to pull for her or anything like that.
Paimon sees some traces here. Let's follow them
Also,
and see if we
because
can find anything up
she's a
ahead.
cryo character and highly unlikely that she will do much for my account. Because my main cryo is physical Eula. So unless she's a cracked physical support, I probably won't be pulling.
Did you find something?
Traces of phlogiston, but our
So we
trail
can't tell where
ends
Aurora
here.
might have gone from here. That's weird. The phlogiston trail suddenly stops. We can't make anything of these footprints either. But he can't have just evaporated into thin air, right? We know he wasn't
Well,
alone. He had all
could
those
he?
Fatui with him.
Is there a way he could have, like, teleported?
So, you can hear the sounds of the wind from beneath the earth.
Is that his voice? Oh, Paimon's gone. Hello? Genshin? Oh. Okay, okay, we're in the Night Kingdom, alright. How the hell did I get here? That's what I want to know. Oh, here he is, emo boy.
I'm very sorry, but please do not move. I have no desire to hurt you.
God, he has such an emo boy voice, too.
I apologize that our first meeting has to take place like this. It's just that you're much like one of those animals with ears that perk up as soon as it senses danger in their environment. And given your combat proficiency, I would not have been able to gain an advantage over you if you were anywhere else in the world. However, you're now in the Night Kingdom, a familiar domain to the Masters of the Night Wind.
I make fun of it, but I kind of
Hello,
love his
traveler.
voice.
I'm Auroron, the one you've been searching for.
His design, God, I can't fucking get over the gacha life aesthetic of this design. Like, who the fuck gave him a cyan and magenta eye? Like, this is so 2012 anime OC.
Ah, the Fatui's custody. I see. So even Granny has told you that I was coerced by the Fatui. I'm afraid you've been brought here by a lie, like a false omen in the lingering smoke. My friend and I only left those traces to lure you here. Deceiving you was never our true intent, however. It was simply the fastest and most feasible way for us to set up a meeting.
Capitano?
Greetings, traveler from afar.
Oh, hello.
With this travel.
Hello,
Our
sir.
soul is temporarily restrained by us, and it appears to have become more fragile in the process. It's taking all my concentration to hold on to her.
It was I who tasked Auroron with leaving the traces to lead you here, and I who used the Master's ritual to bring your soul to the Night Kingdom. I've heard much about you from the past encounters you've had with my colleagues.
Talk about a hot
Given the
voice,
present
though.
situation
Fuck.
in Natlan, I would like to sincerely request a formal meeting with you, in person. I will use the opportunity to explain my goals and motivations to you.
I will use this opportunity
as well
to
as why I
monologue
mistrust
you
Malika,
about my
the Pyro
evil
Archon.
plan.
I believe there is little reason for you to blindly follow her plan. If you would like to hear our intel, then find us to the east of the stadium. But remember, not a word of this to anyone. I would like to avoid any further conflict.
You will see me again once you return to reality. No matter what I say, please, help me keep this a secret. This is all to avoid dragging Granny into this conflict.
Okay, I'm hooked. They fucking hooked me with this one. Traveler passing out and having visions again. Just an average week for them, honestly.
Hey, what happened just
Paimon, this happens every single Archon quest at some point. Like, you've got to be used to it by now. My soul was forcibly removed from my body. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Why are you sitting on the ground? Are you okay?
See, Lolly! She froze for a moment and then just collapsed to the ground!
Could it have
I
been
do
those
pass out
leftover
and have
remnants
visions
from
every
the Night
night.
Kingdom?
My
Do you have
soul
any
is
itches or
also
pain
forcibly
anywhere?
removed from my body periodically.
Don't worry. We can take a short break. Sorry, I know I asked for your help. But had I known you were feeling unwell, I wouldn't have taken you on this trip with me.
But should I trust them? If you share everything, you have to give up on the lead. But you could also be walking into a trap.
If you're feeling sick, you should just say so.
I like
You should be
how
able to,
with
exorcise any ghosts or weird stuff that you picked up in the
with
Night Kingdom.
Fontaine and Natlan now, we've been
Seasoned
given like
traveler
more
must know the importance of
complex
not pushing yourself
perspectives on
beyond
the
your limit.
Fatui and like their
If you need anything
motivations
from
of like
me,
how they
just
interact with the
say the
different
word.
nations. Because it seems like Capitano
In
is in a
any
very
case,
like
let's
similar
take a bit more
position
time to rest
to
now.
Arlecchino, where you know, he just wants to help the nation and he doesn't agree with the Archon's methods.
Need to be more careful next time.
Feeling better yet, Traveler?
And
Alright, let's get ready.
it's interesting. I really can't
I
wait
followed
for
my phlogiston trail earlier
Snezhnaya
to a
and to
stronghold
get
guarded by
really
soldiers.
deep into like the
I have a
nitty
feeling
gritty
that
of like
Auroron is
Fatui
probably being held
politics.
inside.
Oh, that's gonna be fun. But Snezhnaya is gonna be peak. I just know it
So it's
is.
close by. Then let's head over right away.
Well, I recruited you to be my helper, which means we're in this together. Like the wind and the clouds. We either move as one or not at all. But if you want to make it up to me, then just be sure to fight extra hard when the time comes.
Okay, we're going over here, I think? Yeah, going... do we have to go up there? Alright. Let me get some rocks while I'm here. Alrighty. Why did I go up over here? This is like the worst place to climb. Oh, Chiri! She didn't climb! What the hell, girl? Wait, no, it's not up there. It's on the ground. I'm not paying attention. I'm being silly. It's literally over here. That's a Fatui campsite.
Look over there.
Fatus over there.
Huh? Paimon thinks she sees someone in the middle of the camp.
It's him.
That's Auroron.
The guy.
So he really was taken by the Fatui.
I don't know. He seems like he's just chilling, man.
All right, we'll take the lead.
The back design of his coat, it low-key fire. Like,
Hey, quit daydreaming. Don't you have work to do?
like there are parts of his design that I love,
I cannot see
but like
the
all
sun.
together, it's just, eh.
What?
Without the sun, I cannot see the truth. You are currently blocking the light, so I must beseech you to move aside.
He's like really quiet compared to a lot of the
Okay,
characters,
Mr.
though.
Philosopher. That's enough mumbo jumbo.
Wow. I'm going to rip that guy's head right off.
Okay, Granny, go off.
See, Lolly's struggling to control her temper now.
Are you ready? Let's go kick their butts.
Mumbo Jumbo from Minecraft?
On my count.
Holy shit.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, we're rushing
Still
in.
trying to resist? You've got no idea who you're up against.
Nobody can stand against my Navia. Oh, there's more of them. Okay.
Watch out! Fire! Well, scraps of color.
Scatter!
Midnight Phantasmagor! Hey there!
Alright, give me a real challenge. Oh, wasted that. Okay.
Auroron!
Blurbo mention.
Paimon knows she's called Granny Eats to Leave, but it's still kind of weird hearing someone actually call her Granny.
And greetings to you too, other Granny.
What the hell?
What did you just call her?
I am not that old, thank you very much.
Is that not right? You are Granny's friend, are you not? You seem to be approximately the same age as her, so I figured you're also a Granny.
How many times have I told you? It doesn't work like that. There are a lot of people who look about the same age as me.
You can't just call every late 20-year-old a grand person.
He's not a child, is he? Don't tell Paimon he's one of those people who look like an adult but are actually only 8 or 9 years old.
Star Rail
Your words
reference?
have pierced my heart like a thorn vine.
I'm 13.
Given how hard those thorns are to remove, I may just need to find a pair of tweezers.
Why are you so upset? You can just say yes or no.
Bro's speaking in riddles.
Of course I'm not a child. It's just Granny always taught me to show gratitude where it's due. And since the Masters of the Night Wind raised me collectively, I basically see
Average
everyone above a
20-year-old
certain age as an
interacting
elder I
with
should
a
look
late
up to.
20-year-old. You're so old.
Exactly.
Granny,
but if
all
you keep that up, then
behavior.
everyone's going to be your senior.
And do you think saying all of this is gonna save you from a scolding, Auroron?
Oh.
Haven't I told you 100 times since you were a kid? Heed the 3 warnings.
Be wary of bees prowling around, scammers looking for their next victim, and strange people who appear out of nowhere.
Oh, so you do remember.
It's
and you just
interesting.
chose
It
to
feels
ignore
like
them.
the real
I
world
always knew that
Auroron
living on
is
your own
like
was going to
almost
get you
a
into
different
trouble sooner or
person
later.
to like the
But
Night
getting
Realm
kidnapped?
version.
That really
Like
takes the
real
cake.
world, he just
You won't
seems kind of
always
like
be
a
able to rely on
confused
other
kid.
people coming to your
And then
rescue,
Night
you know?
Realm, he was kind of like
You're just
scary
lucky
and
we got here when we
mysterious.
did. Or we might be launching another search and rescue operation to
I'm
find
wondering
out where they put
if
your
there's,
severed
you know,
head.
maybe something to
I'm
do with that.
sorry,
Like maybe there
Granny.
is like
Be
2
more
versions
careful
of
next
him.
time.
Next time? Oh, good one. You think there'll be a next time after
Rookie
this?
mistake, bro.
Not a chance.
Never admit there's a next time.
They didn't hurt you, did they?
No, they just asked me a lot of questions about Natlan's terrain and made me draw a
What?
map
No,
of the
she's
ley line
not. She's
distribution.
based on
Okay.
Mayan mythology.
Now answer me honestly.
She's
Were
a
you
Latina
the one
mom.
who helped the captain escape
There you go.
after his battle with the Pyro Archon?
Yes,
So why did you do it?
because they said they would need my help from there on out. They also said that if I refused, they'd just come to you, Granny, and they'd already figured out a way to make you do their bidding.
Hey, I'm no ordinary granny. Would they really dare to come after me? And you? Did the gods give you a brain just for you to not use it?
Just the gods
Did
give
you
you a
really
brain
believe
just
everything
for
they
you
said
to
at face
not
value
use it. Sick
and not
burn,
stop to
Granny.
think? Thankfully, the Pyro Archon only asked that we find the mysterious individual from the Masters of the Night Wind, and didn't slap your name on a wanted poster. Don't think for a second that she doesn't know what's happening. Even if the truth
The
that you see
mysterious
will soon
person from the
manifest into
Masters of the Night
reality.
Wind
There is
literally
still no
might
need
as
to
well just be
preemptively
slapping
panic.
his name on a wanted
Have
poster.
you forgotten the words that
He
I
literally
taught you?
stands out so
I'm
much
sorry.
amongst everybody else.
Ugh, forget it.
Mysterious emo who lives alone
We can
and wears
submit the
all
details of
black
this
and has
camp
2
and the defeated
different
Fatui as
neon
evidence of
colored
your
eyes.
innocence. Let's clean
He's
this
not
place up and
exactly
get back
subtle.
To the city. Auroron, you better remember this lesson well and seriously reflect on your actions. Also, once we return to the city, come to the speaker's chamber with me. I'll need you to explain everything.
Sounds good. Should I bring some of my homegrown vegetables as well?
Oh my god, this guy.
Vegetables?
Yes.
Bro is bringing
I grow a
a
lot
bro
of
is
fresh
bringing
produce in
a
my garden.
housewarming
I
gift.
hope the Pyro Archon won't be too picky about the selection.
Does the Pyro Archon want some of my
Now's
potatoes?
not the time to be thinking about that. If you do come face
Bro
to
is
face
so
with the Pyro
silly.
Archon, the first thing you should do is,
Recite the 3 warnings.
huh? No, You should emphasize that you were not in cahoots with the Fatui.
How exactly did
He's
the
such
Masters
a
raise
he's
this
such a silly, like, airheaded little guy.
Right.
I'm like, either like this whole persona is like an act, or there's literally like two versions of him, or like he split his soul or something. Like, I could see that happening. Also, did I finally get my dailies? Yes, awesome. Oh, teleport into a cutscene.
I see. So Auroron came
Who
to the
the hell
captain's
is this
rescue
guy?
because he promised to help him in exchange for Seat Lolly's safety.
That's right.
Who are you? What
sorry.
the,
Now
what
that
the
you know
hell?
Auroron was only trying to protect another member of his tribe. Could
okay.
I ask you to
Hello,
petition the
and
Pyro
random
Archon
NPC.
for her forgiveness?
We'll give her a full report. We'll let you know once she's reached a decision.
Will I need to stay here?
Technically, yes. But if Miss Seat Lolly is willing to serve as your guarantor, then we can release you from custody.
Sure. I'd be happy to do that. I don't have any more time to waste here.
Yes,
I
please.
still have other
We need
things
to have
do.
an illicit secret
Understood.
meeting with a
Thank you
Fatui
very much.
harbinger along the side.
Mr. Auroron, please report back to the Speaker's chamber as soon as you've received notice of the Archon's decision.
I understand. Thank you. And thank you too, Granny.
Well, at least you won't need to hide your face anymore.
Traveler, Paimon, thank you very much for your help.
I'm not sure
And
we
don't
helped
worry,
much then,
I haven't
except
forgotten about
maybe
my
like
side of the
fighting
deal.
off the Fatui at the
Once
camp.
Auroron is settled,
I
I'll
think
go talk
Sit
to
Lolly
Shilonen
did
and
most
get
of that on
started
her own.
forging an
Oh, thank you.
You scratch my back, I scratch yours.
Hey, I said
It's
that
as
one
good as
earlier.
done. You can just go twiddle your thumbs or something while you wait for the good news. Bye for now.
Oh, sure we
Come
will.
with me,
We'll just
Auroron.
sit tight and
We've gotta
twiddle our
find you a
thumbs.
place to stay for the night.
We'll just wait. We'll just wait for the climax, Sit Lolly. Don't worry about us.
Goodbye, Mother Granny.
This new grandson of mine is way too polite.
Oh, we're finally done. All right, it's time to find some grub. Huh?
Paimon, how could you be thinking about food at a time like this? Paimon, we actually have to go meet the captain.
Sorry. Paimon just didn't see that coming. So you really saw him in the Night Kingdom? And he didn't attack you? Oh, that Auroron, what is he up to? He sounded earnest enough just now. Paimon would have never guessed anything was happening. All that stuff about protecting Seat Lolly and being forced to help the Fatui, when he's actually been a willing accomplice all along.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, you're
we can't
right.
just assume he's outright evil.
Still,
Again, like, by this point in the story, we've
I'm
had more
almost supporter
nuanced
choice no matter
interactions
what,
with
so if you wanna
Fatui.
go,
Like, you know, when
we
it
can
comes
go
to Linny
together.
and Lynette and
We
Fromine.
still have another whole day
And then the
before
Arlecchino,
meeting,
too.
so we'll just
Like, we
meet
can't
them
just
when the
assume
time
that all
comes.
Fatui are, like, evil bastards from the beginning. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick, guys. I'll be right back. Give me 5 minutes. I'll put on some tunes for you.
I do love Spina di Rosula's logo. It was designed by my mother. Have you noticed how it's shaped like a heart? My time with the Spina has taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all. taught me that carrying an unreliable weapon is worse than not carrying one at all.
We back. Navia, why did you have to moan right as I got here? That's so obnoxious of you. We return. Back to it. Alrighty, wait until 20 o'clock the next day. Oh boy, my favorite mechanic is making a return. And there we go. Navia's been moaning and groaning the whole time. Not fucking hell, Navia. Can't you just be normal for once? Really? What was the voice direction on that idol? What was the voice direction there? I have a hard time believing that the VA just did that. Just ripped that one off, you know? Like, there's no way my girl recorded that line and was like, yeah, that's good.
Thank you for
Let me get in my
completing today.
commissions while I'm over here.
Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Need that Mora. Oh, the rest of my expeditions? Oh yeah, they're still going. Okay. Oh well, let's take out my battle pass. Alrighty. Go to the agreed upon location. Alrighty, let's go. Goro's top dog voice line, it's worse.
I really want to go traveling. I don't mind where we go.
Oh god.
As long as
I don't even know if I'll have it unlocked because I don't use Goro. Voiceover. Oh, here it is. About Goro.
Huh? Top Dog Goro? Where did you hear that? Well, to be honest, I've grown quite close with my fellow officers and always share any good news I might have with them. In private, they've all started calling me Top Dog out of respect. But in terms of age, they're all my seniors.
I have a hard time believing Goro is a top dog, if you know what I mean. Top Goro? Okay, Dwaj. You like this man? I respect it. I get it. I respect a love for a dog boy.
have my friends with me.
Anyways. Yeah, we want you to just start moaning for us on the mic. You know, just start playing randomly when the player hasn't moved in a while. We just really want to throw some people off their game. You know, really get some kids in trouble with their parents. Are you watching porn in there again? No, Mom, I promise. It's just Genshin Impact. Ready, emo boy. Come on out.
Weird. Paimon doesn't see anyone. Oh, please don't let this be a trap.
Oh, there he is.
What was that?
Good evening. Nice to see you again.
It's you. You shouldn't pop up from behind people like that. What are you, a ghost?
No, he's a
I'm
bat.
terribly sorry. It's just a force of habit.
And what's with you apologizing all the time? You sound so polite and honest, but you're actually doing shady stuff behind people's backs.
I kind of love
You're
that he's like
Mary
a
tells me that
shady,
too.
like works from the
Huh.
shadows kind of
Come to think
character,
of it, you
but
and
also
Jennifer,
he's literally like the
sometimes you
politest
do sound
boy.
really similar, you know.
Oh, so you're gonna call Paimon Granny too now?
Well,
You do have
I
white
could.
hair. You do have white hair, Paimon. Also, sorry if the background noise is loud. I can't do anything about the cars drag racing on the street, apparently.
It's all clear. Over to you.
Excellent. The fact that you showed up proves that I was right about your character.
Oh, I love a man in a mask. Hello, sir.
Yet, there's been a lot of talk about you. Child told me that you're passionate about the unknown and willing to take risks. Rather than facing you as an enemy, I would much prefer to bring you to my side. If we allow the current state of things to continue, we will inevitably clash. And that's a scenario that I'd very much like to avoid. I've long heard of your
because you're
exploits across
afraid
the nations.
that we'd beat
Though
you,
have crossed
or
swords with my colleagues
because
many times,
you just don't want to fight us.
I know that you are by no means an unreasonable person. And once you've learned the truth that the Pyro Archon Malwika would never willingly share with you, you may just find it in your heart to consider my proposal.
I assume you've already.
But
been
she's
informed
gonna
of
share the
Pyro
truth
Archon's
with
plan.
us. That's like the
In order to
tagline of
defeat
this
the Abyss
whole
and save
Archon
Natlan,
quest.
She still needs 2 more
The
heroes.
Pyro
to appear.
Archon shares a secret with the Traveler.
Never mind. Guess that's not important now.
Aurora's not evil.
I've
He's just a
long
little
kept a close eye
autistic.
on her plan. To be frank,
Every Genshin
it's
character
an
is a little
exceedingly risky
autistic,
plan.
and that's a fact.
Will the heroes really appear? And even if they come to her, will their power be enough to drive the Abyss back? If any part
The
of the
power
plan
of
goes
friendship
awry,
will prevail.
all of Natlan, even all of Tevat, will pay for her mistakes.
Oh, not
Now,
this again.
you may have been
The
led to
whole
believe
world is
that
at
this is the
stake
only
for a
plan
second
available to her.
time.
But what if I told you she's had another emergency plan all along? The details of which she has chosen to keep hidden from you.
An emergency plan?
My
Yes.
my guess
A
is
way
that
to
her
keep
plan
Natlan
is to
intact,
like
even if her original
sacrifice
plan fails.
herself in a blaze
But
of
given
glory.
the painful cost of its execution, she has chosen to keep it as a mere backup plan.
I'm guessing the Pyro Archon is gonna sacrifice herself at some point in
Whether
the
this
story.
stems from hesitation,
Like, it just makes too
fear,
much
or
sense to
even
not
naivete,
happen.
I cannot say. But Natlan cannot afford to wait until she comes to her senses. My fear is that given the enormity of the decision, she will be reluctant to confront the dire reality we face until it is too late. There will be no time left to execute the backup plan, and all of Natlan will be lost to the Abyss. We have to make the decision
That's the
for
Shibuya
her,
incident.
here
And that line just
and
turns
now.
into the abyss.
Yeah, do you have any evidence for all this? Just telling us a bunch of scary stuff isn't enough, you know. Besides, wasn't it you who tried to seize the Gnosis for the Tsaritsa plan?
Wait, by seizing the Gnosis and making the decision for her, could he mean that the Gnosis has something to do with the backup
I
plan?
knew you to be clever enough to see. That's right.
Oh, you think
I
I'm
did not seek
clever?
the Gnosis for the
Thanks.
Tsaritsa. Since I was defeated in battle, I must put to rest my thoughts about the Gnosis. But even so, my desire to save Natlan remains unchanged. And now, I have found a new way to solve the crisis. We can implement it immediately if we reach an agreement.
Someone's here.
Huh? The captain disappeared!
Bro just poofed.
Something is rapidly approaching.
Something? Bad news, Chuck. It's your granny.
Something is rapidly approaching.
See Lolly?
Rapidly approaching Granny, run!
I knew something was amiss after we were separated. Hidden ceremonial tools, an unconscious traveler. I must say, I'm very curious about what you're up to.
That's hilarious.
How dare you
I
go
fucking
behind our
love
backs
that.
like this, Auroron? Colluding with the Fatui? Really?
Really? Really, man? Come on, not
Here
again.
we go again. Cat got your tongue, huh? You really think you can avoid a scolding just by staying quiet?
I'm not trying.
Don't
to
hurt him
avoid
now,
anything.
Granny.
Oh, and now you're talking back. Well, go on then. Explain yourself. What the heck are you up to?
I'm sorry, Granny. I feel so guilty.
Oh, boy.
You! That's it! Where are my tools? I swear if I don't teach you a lesson right here and now, I'll...
Wait, St. Lolly! Please,
Sit Lolly, please don't kill him just yet.
still learned a lot of info, didn't we? Like the fact that the captain isn't trying to seize the Gnosis anymore. So maybe just save the scolding for later, okay?
Yeah, this is no place to discipline a child. It should happen in private, behind closed doors.
Listen well, Auroron. You're only getting
You
out
can
of this
beat
now
you
because
can
of the
beat up your
Traveler's
grandson
Plea.
later.
This isn't over. You hear me? You're right.
Yeah, the
Traveler.
S's are
Let's go.
rough in this
We can
voiceover
discuss
this time
this
around.
more back in the city. You two keep an eye on Auroron for me, okay?
It's like we're dealing with a snake over here. Our conversation was interrupted at the most crucial moment. I know, it's crazy how it happens like that. Turn to the stadium. Okay. I'm so hooked on what's going on though. Like, they've done such a good job like building up the beginning of this quest. It's got me so intrigued.
In all my years, I've never had a child cause me so much grief. Do you seriously not see what's at stake here? You've got a head on your shoulders, Auroron. Use it.
That is
Why
okay.
did you help the captain?
Subtitles
I want the
do
truth
not
this
match
time.
the audio in the slightest. There's got to be some kind of like
No answer?
localization issue
Think you're being
this time
smart?
around.
Then let me ask a different question. What does the captain want? What is his purpose in Natlan? Really? You're just going to stonewall me? Just use your brain for a second. What do you possibly stand to gain by helping the captain? You've always been a good kid. Why would you throw that all away now? If you're worried about something, just talk to me. Granny would much rather we had a conversation instead of constantly clashing like this.
Bro, say
why is he
something,
staring at us all of a
anything.
sudden?
You're digging
I'm
yourself
sorry
a
that you
deeper
have to
hole.
hear all this. You're very kind. Most people would have fled by now.
Oh? You dare gossip between yourselves instead of listening to me?
Sorry, Granny.
Sorry, Granny. Sorry, Granny.
She
You know
sounds
what?
so insane
Fine.
there.
I'm perfectly aware that everything I say goes in one ear and out the other. You're all grown up now, so why would you listen to an old hag like me?
This
You say
paints
all the
such
right
an
things,
interesting
but then you go
picture
and
of like
completely
Auroron
ignore me.
being this
Well,
like troubled
that's how
young
you're going to
man
treat me.
who is
You
like,
can
you know,
stop
taken
sending
in by a
Eva over to
military
my place to deliver your
organization and like
stupid vegetables.
convinced that
I don't
he
need
can
anything
help
from you.
he can help his
Who's Eva?
community,
The delivery
you
person?
know,
That's
like being
irrelevant.
convinced like they have the
point
answers
is,
for
he hangs
him,
out with
like
this
they
kid,
can
so He
help.
must be no good.
He just has
You
to,
kids
you
get
know,
to
he
a
just has
certain age and
to
suddenly act like you know
go
it all.
along with them.
There's nothing I can say to get
And
through
him,
to
you know, being like this such like young and naive
Auroron,
man,
if you're
and also
still
like
thinking
being
about that
so like
so-called
kind,
duty, then
um,
please just forget about it.
kind, and just kind of like
The ley lines did
soft-spoken
not
as
fall to
well.
this
He's kind of
state
like,
because of you.
yeah, like I want to help,
And we've long closed
and
the
sort
book
of
on that
showing like
incident.
how
Seems they've started
how
talking
young
about some
men
kind
are
of tribal
are
history.
recruited into that
I'm
kind of
starting
like
to get lost.
that military
not it,
complex, and you know, kind of turning on like their mentors in their own community because they're being convinced like
I know you tend to get down on yourself when
the
you're upset, but
military,
I can
you
tell
know,
I
like
really
knows
hurt you this
better.
time.
They
All I
know
can
how to
say is I'm
help.
sorry.
You know, like these you know
His voice.
community members don't know what's good for them.
Auroron,
Stuff like
Where
that.
have you gone?
It sounds like
Honestly,
it's somewhere
like it's
super far
you know
away, but
drawing some really
isn't he
interesting
right
like
here in front of
parallels
us?
to real life, like colonization
I'm really
in
sorry.
in
It's up to all
Mexico,
of us to do everything we can to save
and you're
Natlan.
just kind of like
So I've got
the bro just took off.
Get back here this instant!
Okay,
Auroron! What is
but
this?
just like talking about like
Powder from
colonization,
ant
like the
spores?
tactics
Is
that
that
like
the
were
trick he used?
used to like you know infiltrate society almost.
What just happened? How would
It's
he be able
very
to suddenly
interesting.
get so far away like that?
Like
It's a
I'm
trick
really
of his.
enjoying like
If you grind
the
spores
like
into a powder and
nuanced
spray it in the
storytelling
air,
that's
it can
going
be
on
manipulated
here.
to create an illusion. He pulled it off flawlessly.
We love media
Must have put a
literacy.
lot of time into perfecting it.
I know,
Don't
I
tell
just
me
love
that's how he's been hiding in
overanalyzing
the fields these
things.
days. Oh, couldn't he have picked up something
I
more
have too much
useful?
BE illiteracy.
Little brat.
Thinking about things
That's
way too
it.
much.
The next time we meet, I'm definitely going to break his legs.
Whoa, that's a...
Granny said Lolly about to break those kneecaps.
But still, why does he feel like he needs to
Get the
run
pipe
from us?
wrench.
If his goal...
I'm sorry for interrupting your conversation with them earlier. But even if you'd been able to hear them out, there's no guarantee you would have gained anything substantial. Auroron probably did everything he could to get away because
Thank you,
he
Twitch.
knew I'd get the truth out of him sooner or
I'm
later.
glad you guys like listening
Oh,
to
that
me
brat.
yap a
I
little bit.
swear.
Because I love giving like my insights, my deeper insights into the quests like this. I'm not super into like the technical details of a lot of the lore, but I do like theorizing a lot, like based on the themes of the story and stuff like that.
We've got quite a long walk back to the city. Let's take our time. It'll give me a moment to figure out how to explain all this.
It's not that long of a walk. We just gotta go across the bridge, girl. But okay, I guess. We have to walk another 5 feet and then go into another cutscene. Yeah, I really want to hear, like, what the captain's plan is. Because I feel like that, like, adds a lot of depth. If we know, basically, like, what he offered Auroron
Do you two have
in
some
return
time?
for getting him
Feeling
to,
hungry?
like,
How about we get
basically, like,
something
turn
to
him
eat?
into his, like, family.
Oh, right. It's been a while since we last ate. Now that we can relax, Paimon just realized how hungry she is.
Then let's
Oh,
go.
Paimon, you're always
We
hungry.
can find somewhere to sit down and talk. Food and drinks are on me.
Really? You're not gonna take her offer? That's right. See, Lolly has gotten a lot quieter since Aurora ran away. She's right. We're seasoned adventurers, so we're more than capable of paying our own bill.
Yeah, but
Hey,
I'm broke.
come on now.
Bro.
You won't even let me take you out for some food and drinks? I just wanted to treat you to a meal.
See, now you've hurt her feelings,
are you sure?
Paimon.
We can save you some Mora.
Mora is the least of my concerns.
Sure, that's fine with us, but Paimon doesn't want you to be sad, sweet Lolly.
Oh, she's fine. She'll get
Don't
over
worry.
it.
I'm sure a juicy grilled steak will work wonders.
Truly, how can you be sad if you're eating a juicy grilled steak? She has a point there. Can I don't even... Is it over here? Can I get in through here? Oh, I can. Nice. I know, right? Like, you're gonna refuse a free meal from your grandma? Like, that's a huge no-no.
Huh?
What are you looking at?
Do you see two people standing by the door? They look like spitting images of each other. Are they twins?
Oh god, girl, you are drunk. Do not get behind the wheel.
Paimon only sees one person there.
Huh? How could that be? I guess my mind isn't as sharp as it used to be. Give me another bottle, boss!
Girl, you're cut off.
She's drunk.
There you go, miss. Oh my, it's not every day you get to see Granny Itzley here with some friends. Not to mention ones who've made a huge name for themselves recently.
Irresponsible bartender
heard of
offering her another drink while she's passed
course
out
I
on the
am.
table. What
Aren't
the
you the ones who
fuck?
saved Kachina and brought her back? No wonder you hit it out with
Drunk
Granny
Lolly.
Lolly. She wouldn't spend time with just anybody, you know.
Granny's
I
about
don't
to
remember
ram
the
down a
last time I
family.
saw her with.
So,
Do
you
not
call
get
her
behind the
Granny
wheel of
too?
a saurian right now, Granny.
Well, given our ages, it'd probably be more accurate for me to call her my great-great-granny.
Huh? Gossiping about me right in front of my face now, are you, Chonka?
Chonka.
Please, Granny.
Sorry.
Dear. I'm just beyond happy to see you bring over some new friends. After all, any friends of our regulars are sure to be great customers too.
All right, that's enough. Go on now. I'm sure the other customers would like to talk to you as well. There's no need to keep staring at me. I promise I'll keep my alcohol down until I leave.
Well then, you have my thanks.
She's like, I don't care how drunk you get. As long as you don't throw up on my floor, I'm fine. Jesus Christ, girl. You're cut off.
See, Lolly!
Who's that? You got some gall calling me by my first name. Let me guess. You want to
don't
test
like
your
this eye
skills
animation.
against
It
Granny
feels
Easley,
weird.
don't ya?
Like, I'd rather they just, like, animate her eyes, like, fluttering or something.
Kinda talking to no one.
You
Feels too
chumps come around
cartoony.
here, picking fights with me. Well, you know what happens next. You lose, and then run off home to tell everyone about how I'm this big scary bully. It's always the same story. You brats.
Girl, you're so drunk that you're working through your childhood traumas that, like, I think we need to get you out of here.
Kind of terrible monster among the shamans.
I think it's time for you to lay down. I think it's time to get a glass of water.
Me? Really? What did I do to deserve that?
I think we need to put you to bed, girlie.
You're not a monster at all.
Exactly. And while we're at it, I'm not some lazy slacker either. Between meditation, advising the chief, and speaking with the Wyab, I actually have a pretty packed schedule, you know.
Okay.
Oh yeah. And I have to mentor all the new kids. Hey, new kid. Yeah, you.
Who, me?
Don't play dumb. Didn't I teach you how to find phlogiston? You see? I know my stuff. I'm a good teacher. You tell him. That's more like it.
You're a good teacher. Now let's get you to bed, Granny.
A little respect. Yeah, Granny's a hard worker, all right. You can always
Someone gives
rely on
Lolly
old
some water and a
Granny.
burger.
Look, did she just fall asleep with her eyes open?
Behind this pitch-black curtain, a chapter of hatred reveals itself.
She's getting
Behind
prophecies
the
in her
smoke,
sleep.
The lingering smoke.
Ah, she's meditating again. She does this whenever she's had a few too many drinks.
Is this another specialty of the Masters of the Night Wind?
When you get so drunk, you start reciting prophecies from God.
Lolly herself.
What warning? Warning. Red. Red, the color of danger, has now arisen within that pair of eyes. Huh?
Huh? Red, the color of danger, has a whose eyes? What?
Traveler? Paimon?
What's wrong?
I'm gonna hurl.
Hang on, just keep it in.
Don't throw up on my floor.
Phew. Okay, it's passed. That was a close one.
You had Paimon worried. Paimon really thought you were about to barf all over the table just now.
Especially with that nice steak and those tacos right there. You ruined our
Sorry you had to see
meal.
me like that. That's never happened before, I swear. I've never thrown up, not once.
Are you feeling okay? Wanna take a quick walk and get some fresh air?
There's so much that I want to say, but I can't.
Why not? Of course you can. Just say whatever's on your mind.
Please, Paimon, it's not as simple as you think. We've only known each other for a few days, right?
Yeah, we literally just met like
What do you
2
think
days
of me
ago,
if I were to
and
start
you're asking
dumping
her,
all of
you're
my
giving her
complaints
permission
on
to
you
trauma
after
dump
we've only
already?
just met?
Oh, Paimon gets it. You're hoping that we wouldn't think less of you no matter what you're about to say.
No, that wasn't my point at all. Seriously, don't you youngsters know anything about shame? I'm talking about shame. I've lived all these years and still can't get rid of it. Surely you know the feeling too?
Why is Granny an alcoholic? Because her grandson...
About that.
Her grandson joined the Russian military and...
Huh? Tell me what?
Yeah.
And then ran away.
This is as good a time as any.
Listen carefully, said Lolly.
So, you heard...
It's okay, Sweet Lolly. You had every right to complain about those things.
I can't take it anymore! Why do these things happen to me? Hearing me mumble under my breath is one thing, but hearing what I mumble in my own head? That's too much. It's just like when you're rolling on the floor in your pajamas, but you forget to lock the door, and someone bursts in to deliver cabbages and sees the whole thing.
That's oddly specific, Granny. Did that happen to you before? Did the cabbage merchant bust in on you rolling around in your pajamas?
If you're 200 years old or 1,000 years old, everyone rolls around in their pajamas sometimes. I was just picking something generic.
Sure, I get it, girl. I get it.
Take a walk with me. I have things to share with you.
Looks like she's completely given up. Like those criminals who just confess everything and accept their fate.
Better than you bursting in on the cabbage merchant's stall wearing your pajamas. So true. That would be awful. I'm wondering... I'm honestly kind of wondering if we're, like, getting close to the end of this quest here. I mean, it feels like not a whole lot has really, like, happened in this quest. It's kind of just been, like, a lot of setup. Which I'm pretty okay with. I don't know.
Well, great view, right? I love coming here by myself.
Wow, it's beautiful.
The moon looks beautiful tonight.
You're making me want to cry.
Oh.
What do we do?
Granny,
Please
don't cry.
I was an expression, okay? A figure of speech. I'm just... embarrassed. Here you are thanking me. Even after you helped me all this time.
Again, I don't really think we did all that much to help.
It's
not gonna lie.
Really? You don't seem like the kind of person who keeps things casual.
Well, I guess I used to be more of a stickler for the rules.
Passengers.
And you're right. I don't usually open up to the people of my tribe like this. I'm just an eccentric old hag to them. That story's been passed down so long. It might as well be true.
But you're just a regular person.
The kids of my tribe would have a heart attack if they heard you say that. Granny Eatsley is a powerful figure. Be careful around her. That's what they'd say.
Well, you are powerful. Are they afraid of you?
Oh.
Some are. Others are mad I always come out on top. A few decades like that. And people stop knowing how to deal with you. What about you? Are you scared of me?
We don't find you scary at all.
Huh. That's because you're not from my tribe. You don't know how many delusions of grandeur I've destroyed just by existing. I make people realize that no matter how hard they work, they'll never become a living legend like me. Oh, not to brag or anything. Maybe it's hard to believe. Just pretend I never said anything.
We believe you. Shilonen has full faith in your abilities, and Auroran didn't seem scared of you. He thinks of you as his granny, right?
There's definitely
Yes,
something more
but
to her.
Auroran's a special case.
I want.
Malika already told you
I
about
wonder
her
if we're gonna
plan.
get like deeper
And you've
into
given
her
so much help to Auroran and me.
her story here,
You
or if
deserve
they're
to
gonna
learn the
save
full
that for like
truth.
when she releases and we get
Auroran's
like her
not like
her
other
tribal
people.
chronicle.
As I mentioned, he was abandoned as a child. The reason being, his soul is incomplete.
Ooh,
The Masters of the Nightwind
his
view
soul
this
is
as a bad
incomplete. So
omen, capable of bringing
I
about
might not have
illness
been
and
far off with
misfortune.
my guess.
No one knows who his parents were. He was just
So maybe
left on
his
a
soul
rock in
is
the
incomplete
wilderness.
because part of him
It's
is
a
stuck in
miracle
the
he wasn't
night
devoured by some
kingdom.
wild beast. The Masters of the Nightwind believe they can see human souls, and in Auroran's incomplete soul, they saw a possibility for Natlan.
Okay, she's saying
A
incomplete, but the
possibility
subtitles are saying
to
fractured.
turn Auroran into a vessel for
Those
lost
mean
souls.
different things.
The ceremony would allow lost souls to gather within him. Auroran would then be sent to the Night Kingdom to return the souls to their rightful place, strengthening the ley lines and completing the ceremony.
Wait, that doesn't sound right.
So, wouldn't that just kill him? So he's kind of like a Grim Reaper almost, or like
Now you
a
see the
ferryman,
problem. When damage occurs to the Night
ferryman
Kingdom,
of the dead.
the souls held within disperse and remain adrift, unable to find a way back to the ley lines. This loss of souls damages the Night Kingdom even further. The ceremony can send back countless souls at once, which would benefit the Night Kingdom and the souls themselves. Of course, the vessel, Auroran, would be sacrificed in the process. I wasn't surprised the chief at the time came up with the plan. The ley lines were already in a terrible state. A suitable candidate for the ceremony appears, and now you have the chance
But
to
you
make
have to
things
kill
better.
a kid for it.
Of course
Like,
you're going to take it. When the chief asked
Like, what the
for
hell?
my opinion, I didn't give my approval, but I didn't object either.
oh, she didn't
So,
object.
I went ahead with the
Oh,
ceremony.
I bet that eats her alive at night.
It
I bet
failed.
she thinks about that all the
And
damn
Auroran
time.
escaped with his life. Pathetic, isn't it?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
By not objecting, I basically gave them the go-ahead. Maybe they didn't have my explicit approval, but it's not like I did the right thing. If the ceremony was successful, Auroran would probably be dead. Of
And that
course,
just eats
in
you
my
alive,
tribe,
doesn't
death is
it?
rarely something to fear. But what kind of message would we be sending by sentencing a newborn to death?
Oh, and he was a
By
newborn
using a
then
human
too.
life
Oh
as a
my
tool?
god, that's the worst.
It's not right. So, when I learned the ceremony had failed, I was ashamed by my inaction, and absolutely relieved by the result. The plan was never a secret. Or, I guess I should say, there was no point to keeping it a secret.
This is some
A simple
crazy good
investigation
character
from
work
Auroran
right
would
now.
reveal
I am.
Everyone thought he would be
I love
happy
it.
he
Is that a
survived.
goddamn chest in the
And
background.
He never
oh my
really
god.
said anything to the contrary.
But this is some
But
crazy good character
just
work.
as I
Like
was
they are
about
putting
to put
so
all of
much
it
depth
behind
into
me,
Auroran and
He
Sitlali.
asks this question. Would Natlan have been saved if the ceremony succeeded?
Wait, but it's not his fault.
He knows that, but he still feels guilty. Auroran has a strong ability to perceive souls, more than any of us. He understands just how dire the situation with ley lines
Would
has
you
become.
sacrifice the one
Maybe
to save the
he
needs
chose
of the
to
many?
work with the
you know?
Fatui
It's that kind of a.
because he still thinks he owes a debt
paradox
to
here.
Natlan. I can only imagine what they
And
told
she
him.
obviously like can't make that decision because
Didn't the captain
you know
say
she's
he
his
found a way to
granny.
solve the
She's
crisis?
grown incredibly
what brought
attached to
Auroran
him, and
into
she
this.
can't just view him
Anyway,
as
we
like a
can't just
vessel
let
for
things go on
souls.
like this. We have to
Because that's her
convince him to
grandson.
come back. You don't look so good, Seatlali.
Probably drank too much. It's
Well,
okay.
that is
Fresh air
true.
is doing
We can definitely say that one for sure.
okay. Forget that.
Girl.
You've helped me so much already. How do I even begin to thank you?
Hey, we're friends, aren't we? Besides, you already said you owe us a favor, so you don't need to worry about us.
Tara, what the hell are you
Good
talking
point.
about?
Well, I'll go
I
home and
told
get
you
some
I
sleep.
haven't read the manga.
We can figure out our next move in the morning.
There's so many spoilers in that
Friends.
sentence, I can't even, like, comprehend what it's saying.
I like the sound of that.
Auroran's probably back with the captain, don't you think? You mean about the backup plan? Do you really believe what the captain told us?
I mean...
Yeah, you're right.
I think the Fatui might be... camera, focus please. The Fatui might be, like, not the most, like, morally, like, good group, but they do seem like a fairly trustworthy group. Like, when they say something, they tend to mean it. Like, especially, like, in the case of, like, Arlequino. Anyways, I need to go get this chest. It's bothering me. Wakey wakey!
By royal decree. Hey there! A proper send-off! From the Spina with love. I am the cutting edge of fashion. Hey there!
Wind, hear me.
Easy. Easy peasy. Here we go.
Pleasant surprise.
This region is actually my least explored right now. This is only 78% somehow. And all my other regions are like over 80%. We didn't just finish the quest then, right? No, we didn't. Okay. The flickering light splits in twain. Return to the inn to rest. Over here. Aw, look at them sleeping. Paimon looks so cute when she's sleeping.
Why is it so noisy outside? Paimon still half asleep.
Uh-oh, what's going on?
Guess we should see what's going on.
Something's definitely happening in the arena. Pirate Archon is fighting Capitano a second time. They had to have a rematch. Oh, hello, Sitlolly.
Ah, you're already here. I was just about to come get you.
Wow, you're up early. That's impressive, especially after all the drinking last night.
Let's not bring up last night. I'm embarrassed about the whole thing. Anyway, I was also woken up by the commotion. Looks like all the warriors from the stadium are on the move. I heard many areas have been attacked by the Abyss, including the Masters of the Nightwind.
All right, we're
I need to
preparing
head
for
back right
war.
away.
It seems.
The Abyss attacked again?
That seems like what
Are
we're
you sure
leading
you
up
can
to
handle it on your own?
to
Do
Act
you
4
know?
being like just an all-out war.
I'll be fine. We also have the support of the warriors stationed at the various outposts. Given the quick response, things shouldn't get too serious. The stadium could always use more manpower, so you should join the forces here. I'm done making excuses for him. He's not a child anymore. He needs to take responsibility for his actions. I was the one who vouched for him, so I need to report back to the Speaker's chamber. I'll accept however they choose to handle the situation.
Oh yeah, he was supposed to
But
like
I
speak
should
to
be
the
able
Pyro
to convince
Archon
them
and
to let me
stuff,
go back to
and
my
she was
tribe
like
first to
vouching
deal
for
with the
him, like he
attack.
would stick around.
As for the
And then he
ancient
ran
man,
off and didn't
once
speak to
we
the
handle
Pyro
this
Archon.
crisis, I'll talk
She's
to
gonna be
Shilonen
in
right away.
trouble.
Don't worry. I never forget a promise to a friend. Thank you. All right, I need to start heading back.
Alrighty, good luck, Granny.
She left in a hurry. The situation must be really serious. Oh, looks like a lot of people are heading to the stadium. Let's see what's going on.
Oh, it didn't even let me walk out. Hey.
Traveler, over here!
Oh, Milani's
Perfect.
voiced. That's
Our
nice.
star outlander has appeared.
Oh, you're all here! But, what's with the whole Star Outlander thing?
Just my way of saying how awesome you are. We've got a big
You're
emergency on our hands,
awesome.
so this is the perfect time for you to show off your skills.
Alright, but can we get a quick rundown of the situation first?
Yeah, what the fuck is
The
happening?
Abyss suddenly attacked the Collective of Plenty, the Masters of the Nightwind, the Children of Echoes, and a number of our camps and outposts in the wild.
Yes, and the attacks are increasing in frequency.
The tribes have plenty of defenses, so they're safe for now. But I can't say the same for the
Oh
adventurers
my god,
and
her
merchants
too!
stuck in the wild.
The S's!
Casper and I
Who
have
the
been
fuck
searching
corrupted
for
the audio
survivors and treating the
files?
wounded. We just got back, but we need to head out again soon.
I plan on heading back to the Collective of Plenty, just in case my tribe needs me.
What about you, Mualani? Where are you gonna go?
I'll go help the Children of Echoes. They're the closest, so I can start fighting right
Mulani
away.
too? Like, she didn't
about
have
you
this
guys?
issue, like,
We can go
previously.
together?
This has gotta have something to do with, like, you know, the voice actor organization. Like, with the strike, there has to be, like, some, like, level of, like, quality control or something that, like, is having to be skipped over. It's being handled by, like, a different department or something. Like, it has to be something like that. Like, because, like, this is, like, too egregious of a problem. It's for this many characters for it to happen to.
Yeah, that does sound important. No worries. Just leave the Children of Echoes to us. Who knows? Maybe yours truly will have the Abyss on the run by the time you're finished. That would be pretty great, actually. I hope my tribe gets through okay. It'll be fine. Your tribe doesn't do all that bodybuilding for nothing.
Let's part ways here.
Tribe are bodybuilders?
Most
That's
important,
hilarious, actually, that the
be careful,
representative is a literal child.
Oh, and some of us
The
need
buffest
to
baby
avoid
you've
being
ever seen.
contaminated by dangerous-looking substances. That will make my job a lot easier.
Okay, not too much shade now, Choo-Choo.
Do we really have to do this now?
It's alright.
Not
She's
too
just
much,
looking out for
Choo-Choo.
everyone. Alright, let's hurry up and talk to the Pyro Archon so we can help the others.
I'm Avika. It's these randos again. What the hell? Who are these guys?
Oh, it's you two. As you can see, things are not looking good right now. People across
As you
Natlan
can
are
see,
in danger.
things have gone to shit.
Look, I'm
Thanks for
very
showing
interested
up.
in your recent adventures, but this is not a good time. So we'll have to keep our conversation short.
That's alright, we're also in a hurry. We're gonna go help the Children of Echoes after this.
What?
What?
So he thinks my plan is too risky. He thinks I'm being stubborn. I shouldn't underestimate the Fatui's ability to gather intelligence. The Gnosis does have that function, but there's more to the story. I will answer you honestly, but you must help me keep this a secret. I can
Okay.
use the power of the Gnosis to save Natlan, but it comes at a heavy price.
Can you expand
The
on
Gnosis
that?
would drain all the souls and memories from the Night Kingdom and weave them into a giant net, which would surround the ley lines and protect them against abyssal corrosion.
Wait, you
Okay,
to weave
what's
a
the
net?
catch?
Yes. It means sacrificing those souls in the process. Souls are just another form of life.
Yeah, but like
The
they're
cruelty
already
of this method is
dead, so
self-evident.
like they're
The Night
already
Kingdom not only
dead, so like
houses the
is it
souls
really
of the
that
dead,
bad?
but also our memories and legends. Using the Gnosis means converting all three into material for the net.
Oh.
Erasing our history and culture.
Okay, so like
Even
they
then,
like basically
the
like
net can
erase
still
all
become
memory
corroded.
of like their
If we
history
cannot find
if
a
they
way
do
to repair the
this.
damaged ley lines before that
I
happens,
see.
then all those sacrifices are for nothing. Given the enormity of the price, it's a solution I refuse to consider right now. I want us to win, but I also care about how we win, and what that means for us in the end. Now it's true, both plans come at a risk, but after weighing our options, this is our best bet. Natlan is unique among the nations of Teyvat. Given the ever-looming threat of the Abyss, The Pyro
It
Archons had
is
to account for
interesting.
the
Like this
worst-case
is again, like
scenario.
this is mirroring like
Having a
real life,
contingency plan
like
is our duty.
colonization,
Not just to the
and
people of
with her
Natlan,
especially
but to
talking
all
about
who
how
live
like
on this
in order
continent.
to like survive
Still,
this, they have
has
to be
always
willing
been a
to like
well-kept
give up their
secret.
history and their
I'm very
culture and
curious
like
how the
you know their
captain
like
learned this
connections to their
information.
roots basically.
Oh, one more thing. The captain said
Which
he
again, I
found
think it's like
another way
really
to solve
interesting
the
how
problem.
this mirrors like real life history and like things that like actually
Without the
happened
Gnosis,
to
he should
Mexico
have
and
no
South
other
America.
option. But I see no reason for him to lie. Seems like our only path forward is to track him down, so he can answer that question for us. Judging by your expression, you must have doubted me, even if just for a second.
Not even a little. We would never. Wait, what are you talking about, Traveler?
I mean, we've had enough experiences with the Archons now to know they're not
Just as
infallible
expected.
like
I
paragons of
appreciate your sincerity.
justice
Maybe it
and
was out of
logic,
caution,
you know.
anxiety or simple curiosity, but know this. No matter what, our goal remains the same. We both want to save the people of this land. So now that you have your answer, do you still doubt me?
You scared Paimon. You've really got a lot of guts, Traveler.
That's a good thing. Oh, and feel free to call me Mawika. It's what all my friends call me, and I like it that way. As for the captain, the intelligence officers we assigned to the Fatui should be back soon. We'll get our answer then.
That's great. Sounds like we just have to wait a little longer.
Not just yet. Even though the Abyss is attacking several locations at once, I'm confident the warriors stationed in those areas can handle it. Don't worry.
Yeah, we're not
I
in
just
the
need to
end
finish
game yet,
coordinating
so we
our
can just have our
available
heroes
manpower,
like handle
and I'll
that
take
shit
a
off
small team
screen.
to handle the difficult locations.
You know, we're not at the ninth hour yet.
Didn't you give up your power?
That's true. I'm far less powerful than a god in my current state. But don't forget, I was an experienced and powerful warrior before I ever became the Pyro Archon. No matter how you look at it, my duty is on the front lines. I just think there's strength.
Yeah, I almost forgot. She like gave up
people
all
feel
of her
emboldened,
godly
that's just
powers
a
last
bonus.
time.
Anyway, even if we respond
So
to
she's
these
kind
threats in
of
time,
I mean, she still like has
it's
the
not a
title of
permanent solution
Archon,
in
but
the
like
long run.
power-wise, she's a regular old
I've
Joe.
considered moving my people to other nations.
So if she
but
fought
given
Capitano
the
a second
close
time,
connection
she'd
to the
probably
Night
lose
Kingdom,
this
a
time.
forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. I've told the chiefs of each tribe
Ooh.
to strengthen their defenses.
Wait,
and advise
no, go
people
back.
against leaving
Hold
their
on.
settle-
I've considered moving my people to other nations. A forced evacuation would have devastating consequences. Now, if you don't want to hear leaks, you know, plug your ears for a second, but given that we know that next update is going to focus on Mondstadt, is this maybe hinting at my theory that, you know, perhaps, like, us as the Traveler or, like, some of, like, the characters are going to have to flee Natlan and, like, take refuge in Mondstadt? And that's why the Archon quest, like, gets put on pause for a version? Interesting. I mean, it could be nothing, but...
Now I just need to find the right time to disclose the true nature of the crisis to the people of Natlan.
Paimon's a little worried about how people will react.
Yes, but that won't be the only response. In any case, that's for me to worry about. I'll let you know when we have more information on the captain.
All right, we should head out. Maybe we can join up with Moani. She can't be too far ahead.
No need to worry about me.
No need to worry about me. Next time we see her, she dies. Go, Children of Echoes. Alrighty. Are we gonna have to do another, like, minigame fight off the Abyss hordes thing? Like we did, before in the People of the Springs? Get my wife on screen. There we go. Don't need me running around as Jean. That's boring.
Quick, over here! To safety!
Kachina, how many people do you have left?
They've all made it out. Almost forgot. It's the Traveler and Paimon. They're here.
What's the situation?
There's a trapped caravan that needs our help. We need to rescue them as soon as possible.
We'll go together.
I'm coming too. Are we about to get Trial Shalonen? I have a feeling. I feel like they would put that in here. Oh. Hello? What was that thing I just saw?
Oh, stay safe. We've got this.
Oh, a whole trial team even. Wow. I didn't just I called it, I guess. How would I play this team though? Shoot, I didn't read the screen.
Shabam! Woohoo!
I don't think this is necessarily like the most synergistic team, not gonna lie, but Mulan can nuke them, so it's fine.
Let's shred, Sharky!
Oh my god, that was such low damage.
Let the mountain's veins boil!
Let her rip! Ha! Springboard!
Oh, my Dendro Traveler is so bad right now.
Amazing!
Oh, okay, we made it through.
I really thought I was done for. I can't thank you enough.
Don't worry about it. We're just glad you're okay. Let's see. Your goods look fine too. Guess the Abyss isn't after Mora.
That should be the last abyssal pylon near the Children of Echoes.
Phew, that was scary, but we did it.
By the way, where's Seat Lolly? I thought she would come with you.
She had a hangover. She needed to go home and recoup.
She said we can deal with the ancient name later.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's where we started. We were trying to get the ancient name. We have just derailed so far off from that.
This isn't a good place to talk. Let's head back to the tribe.
I'm guessing like the ancient name is not gonna happen until like Act 5. Like that's gonna be like a finale kind of thing. And that's when we're probably gonna get like Pyro Traveler as well. So like I would not be surprised if that just simply doesn't come up again, like in either of these Archon quests.
Looks like a few people were hurt after all.
The Abyss threw a lot at us at once. I rushed out as soon as I heard the alarm, and there were already so many monsters. Before long, Kachina brought over a whole group of warriors, and just like that, we destroyed several pylons as a team.
I wasn't in charge. Oh, we're on auto again. Fuck. Still, I think this proves that camping in the wild was a great idea. That's how we were able to respond so fast. Sleeping on the wet grass was pretty uncomfortable, but it was worth it.
You mean the situation in the Night Kingdom, right? Yeah, I feel the same way. We've managed to keep it a secret all this time, but more and more people are realizing.
Y'all ever think about the
something's
fact
wrong.
that Shalonen's vision is literally just the Millennium Puzzle?
It's impossible not to
Bro
feel
got,
anxious
bro
when
got
things
the
are getting
upside down
worse by the
triangle
second,
necklace.
and
That's all I
all
can
we
think
can
about.
do is-
And we still don't know when the final two heroes are going to appear. Gee, I wonder who they could be.
That just means we need to buy the Pyro Archon more time. Keep pushing, everyone. Every battle is worth something.
You really are an eternal optimist, Mualani. You always find a way to cheer people up.
Why, thank you. I guess it's one of my better qualities.
We're just telling everybody what the captain told us, huh?
So,
no
specifics
secrets
aside,
here, man.
The Pyro Archon confirmed the Gnosis can resolve the crisis, but it comes at a huge price.
Hey, trailer voice line.
And somehow the captain finds out about it, goes to fight the Pyro Archon, and calls her out for having a solution but refusing to use it. Honestly, if he has the same information as us, I can't really blame him.
It's probably because our plan is so risky. We don't even know if the 6 heroes will reunite in time.
We talked to Moika before we left the stadium. According to her, the cost of the captain's plan is too high. And, well, it makes sense. If that was truly the better choice, she would have picked it.
Yeah, I trust the Pyro Archon. When I was upset about Kachina's disappearance, she was really sincere and patient with me. Plus, she burned down all those precious mementos for Kachina. She's already proven how much she values even a single person's life. When it comes to Natlan's survival, there's no way she would hold back.
I agree. Maybe the captain weighed the costs and came to his own conclusion, but I'm sure we have different priorities. Life is important, but so are history and memory.
As the Archon,
Yeah, this is setting up a really interesting conundrum. Like, would you sacrifice like all of your like history and culture to save like the future? Would you sacrifice the past to save the future? Is basically like the dilemma that they're setting up here, and I think that's really cool.
If the captain found a new way to save Natlan, how come the Pyro Archon has never heard of it?
Yeah, and isn't he from Snezhnaya? Why would the Fatui want to save Natlan? Well, the theory is that Capitano is from Natlan, but... And maybe that gets confirmed here, I don't know.
We still don't have enough information. Once we figure out what the Fatui are doing, we'll have our answer.
Let's head back then. Moika said her intelligence officers should return soon. With how many Fatui there are, someone's bound to give something away.
Sounds good.
Sure, those Fatui, they be leaving like their secret records and stuff laying out all over the place. Wanna join our garrison, Noelani?
I was just about to ask. Count me in. If I was just a bit faster, we could have prevented a few people from getting hurt. People who could help us in the next battle.
Nope, I don't want spoilers.
It's all
That's
a
why there's
chain
no spoilers
reaction.
in the title, thanks. Then you should go register right away. It shouldn't take long. Everyone's looking for people.
Register? Nah. I'll just follow you around. You know, go where you go, do what you do.
Okay, but then you have to follow my orders.
You got it. I just don't want to make the trip back. It's so far. Alright. See you all later. Let's get together and celebrate once this is over.
Oh, you betcha!
We're still going with this quest? Man, I thought we were at a stopping spot there. Okay. Maybe they'll stop like after we get the Fatui intel.
Moika! Oh, Chatsuka and Koichi are here. Wait, are you okay, Koichi?
I'm fine. No need to worry.
They ran into the Fatui while out on a mission and decided to follow them.
The Fatui?
Calm down and let me explain. Here's what happened. Watch out. It's the Fatui.
Were they attacked by the Abyss?
Oh, Chaska POV.
No, wait. It looks like they're protecting a group of travelers. Over there. Do you see?
Interesting.
Right. That's a traveling group from Natlan. Let's keep observing for now.
We're glad you're okay. Given the appearance of abyss monsters all over Natlan, you should cancel your journey and seek shelter at the stadium or one of the tribes.
Thank you so much. I wish there was something we could give you.
We don't expect anything in return. We were
Fatui good guys? Oh. I feel like this happens like once, you know, like once every other region. It's like, oh, the Fatui actually have compassion. Who knew? Like, yeah, man, they're humans too. Like, it's again, it's like pretty clear from the last few nations. And again, like the Fatui are not just like black and white evil people. Like,
we're not asking you to cover up our activities.
Like, there's clearly like a ton of nuance and like gray morality going on with the Fatui. I think that's super interesting.
The decision remains yours. If we wanted to keep you quiet, we would have employed a harsher method.
Got it. We'll get going now.
Did you hear that? They mentioned a captain. Isn't that who the Pyro Archon is looking for?
Exactly. We could be onto something big. Still, there was no trade. They were just helping people in need.
Sometimes, hear me out,
I didn't
people
believe
are
the captain
nice.
when he said he wanted to save Natlan. But based on what we just saw, it's possible he was telling the truth.
Maybe
God, they look
he's
so
been wrong about
they
the
look so silly
Fatui
next to
this
each other.
whole time.
Like Joska
too early to say.
needs her sister's
Let's
skin
follow them
tone.
and see what's
like
really going on.
they don't match each other. Like they have different hair, eye, skin color. Like unless the
this is
story
where they
told
were
us they were
headed.
related,
Looks
there's like
tricky.
nothing to
It's heavily
suggest
guarded on
that.
all sides.
Koichi, wait for me here. I'll go in and check it out.
Oh no, you don't. How
Oh,
are you planning
no,
to get
you
through all
don't.
the guards?
Look, I can use this terrain to my advantage. With our tribe's special way of getting around, I doubt they'll see me coming.
Riding on a
You can't
gun.
see anything on the inside. What if you can't find cover? You won't have anyone to watch your back if you
Chaska
go
getting
in
on
alone.
her horse, and it's a
The more
bolt
heavily
action
guarded the
rifle.
location, the more valuable the secrets. Even if the captain isn't here, we can still figure out what the Fatui are planning. That intel is worth the risk.
Fine. You're not gonna listen to me anyway, so let me come with you.
That's even more risky. You've been running around I'm confident I can protect myself. I'm not sure you can say the same. At least right now.
I can.
Man, Chaska's sister seems like
You
such
really
an
believe
interesting
that?
character, like from what
Fine,
we've seen
don't
of her.
believe me, but you
I
can't
really wish
tell
they
me
would have gone
infiltrating a
like with a
heavily guarded
playable
Fatui
character
hideout
for
all on
her,
your own
because I feel like
sounds
she would have been so
reasonable.
interesting.
You know,
And obviously,
growing
like
up,
being a
even if I
doctor, like
insisted on
she could
doing
have like
something, it never
slotted
gave you
perfectly
any
into like a
trouble.
healer role.
I'm not sure you can say the same.
All right. If we start arguing, this will never end. We can't let this opportunity
Like she
go
could have been
waste.
like 4-star Animo Catalyst healer,
Guess that means
something
I
like that,
win.
you know.
Don't worry, you're not the only capable young person
Release
from
on
our
Chaska's
tribe.
banner, like it could have been
handle this.
perfect.
All
It
right.
could have been.
Same plan as usual.
But instead we get
split up,
Aurora.
Communicate with hand signals. Make sure our blind spots are covered. And support each other once we strike. Got your ropes?
Yeah, let's go.
She's so goofy. Like her personality, her lore, you know, is interesting and all. I can't get over that character design, man. I can't get past
The
it.
Fatui have eyes all over this place.
Like you can just see like from this like one shot right here, like some of my issues with her design. Like with this camera angle, her like face and like facial expression is completely obscured. And that's like, you know, that's like a huge no-no for like story games. You know, like you don't want to like have half of your character's face covered by their design if you just have the wrong like camera angle. You know, like the hat and the hair and the angle of everything feels so like obtrusive. And also you have like such a like imbalance of like all these darker tones on top and all these heavy values. And then all of this like open skin below, like the composition of the shot feels really imbalanced as well. Like her NPC sister has a better design than she does. I feel confident saying that.
Now.
Sneaky Snitch by Kevin MacLeod.
Not sure how many chances I'm gonna get. I need to act.
Oh, it's a quick time event? Really? I didn't even notice that before. Quick time event, but they give you infinite time to react.
I made it without getting caught. I should get to that platform over there. But it's guarded by the Fatui. Koichi should have line of sight. I'll wait for her signal.
Wait. Oh, never mind. I thought we were gonna have to do something.
That's it. Now's my chance.
I'm not controlling the camera right now. Like, the game is just doing this. Stealth mission, but there is no player input. Crazy.
It's no use staying in one place. I should keep moving. Looks like Chaska is helping me by keeping an eye on the Fatui movements. I'll wait for her signal. Time to move.
Oh!
That was close. Almost got caught.
I'm so confused if, like, the timing of me selecting the dialogue options, like, matters at all.
Now's my chance.
It's, like, making me feel like I'm supposed to, like, react to things. But also, it's not, like, giving me a chance to, like, do anything to influence what's happening.
That'll show my sister. Let's see. The Fatui's occupying all the best locations. If we could just get past them somehow. Wait, I've got it.
What is that? Toss out the Why do you just have that? Why do you just have a mysterious sphere on you? What? You killed the capybara! The mysterious sphere killed the capybara!
Did something explode?
He put his heart and soul into that sound effect.
I could ask you.
Good, they're arguing. Looks like they just needed an excuse. The people on the hill over there left to help their comrades. This is our chance.
My mysterious spear.
Come get me, Chaska. I hope she gets this hand signal.
That's Koichi's signal. Smart idea. Give me your hand, quick.
Coming!
Oh, this is... okay, what's...
I checked, and this
what's
way
happening
is completely
here?
clear. It should lead us to the deepest part of this place. Well, I was pretty helpful, right? You know, everyone usually jumps at the chance to work with me. Not my own sister, though.
I was wrong, Koichi. You've done well.
Wait, you're just gonna admit it? Now I look like the mean one.
You are kind of mean,
Let's
girl.
focus on the task at hand.
I don't know if you noticed.
We're in the heart of enemy territory. The more time we waste, the more dangerous this becomes.
All right. If you're not gonna take the bait, then I'll drop it. Looks like the Fatui are here to dig something up.
Girl, this is not a time to be
Surprised
beefing with
they
your sister.
mobilized this many people.
We're literally on a stealth mission
I
from the
doubt it's
Fatui.
because they're interested in our culture and history.
It seems like they're looking for a dragon relic called the Source Mechanism. The device is ancient. Barely any information survives
And we know
to
this
day.
how? She just pulled that
Even
info
people
out of
from
thin
Natlan don't know
air.
how to use it.
Okay, a dragon
Why would
relic,
this be the
sure.
Fatui's target?
Not bad. Looks like it's in good shape. This should be what our Lord's looking for. Took us long enough. Come on, let's get this thing back.
Back? Back where? Should we keep following?
You really want to keep going?
Of course. We make a good team, don't you think?
When you're not
What was that
yapping and making fun of your sister all the time.
Uh-oh. We've been spotted. Time to go.
Falling rock incoming! Watch out for your gadget!
Why would you announce that, girl?
You'll regret that!
Girl is terrible at stealth missions.
Once we got them off our tail, we went back to observe some more. They'd collected several identical pieces of something. It looked like they were waiting, though. So we decided to come back.
So, Koichi got injured trying to get them off your tail?
She pushed herself too hard and collapsed on the way back to the stadium.
Oh, she's fine.
Well, I didn't cause you any trouble while we were fighting, right? So my perfect record remains.
Oh, look who was talking so much shit earlier, and now you were the one that was falling behind.
Limits, but it's not my place.
I know. I'm already reflecting on my actions.
So, our current intel suggests the Fatui is after the source mechanism. The device is a complete mystery, even to us. What does the captain want with it?
I have no idea. But it's safe to assume the device could serve a similar purpose to the Gnosis. Shilonen, I need you to gather every scholar in Natlan familiar with the secret source.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Thank you both for your hard work. Koichi, it's time for you to get some rest.
Yeah, go to bed, Tara. Rest well,
chamber.
and good luck on your
I
test.
prepared a small gift of my own as a token of gratitude.
It is bedtime
I'll
for
send
you,
it to
buddy.
your home along with the others.
My patience.
We're hopefully
That's
nearing
so
the end of this
nice
here.
them. Guess that means I'm doing something right.
You don't need to give us anything, Archon. We were just doing our duty for Natlan.
Well, if Koichi doesn't want her favorite Sora's crackers, then...
I accept. Thank you, Archon.
She's like, who wants some crackers? Pauline want a
Some for the rest of you
quacker?
as well. They're one of my favorites too, so don't be shy. I'll start investigating. the
Girl,
source
girl,
mechanism right away.
girl,
If I learn
like,
anything,
girl
you'll be the
literally loves
first
her
to know.
animal crackers. It's crazy. Okay. Bid farewell to Cheska and Chuchu. No, it's not Chuchu, it's Kuichu? It's Kuichu. I think. Where am I supposed to be going? Huh? Oh, we have to go all the way around this way. Kuichi. That's... Okay. It's not spelled like that, which is why I had it confused before. It's not a very phonetic spelling. This place has so many layers and like staircases and entrances everywhere, and yet somehow it's still less confusing than the Fortress of Meripede.
What's next for you two?
I'm taking Koichi home, with our parents there to keep an eye on her. I can make sure she actually rests.
Hey, it's not like I'm some kind of prisoner. I'll be fine in a day or two. There's no need to go all the way home.
That's what you always say. Everything's no big deal until you collapse. What if the Abyss attacks again? You're saying if I let you rest in a hotel, you're not gonna rush out the minute you hear the alarm?
I won't. Triple promise I won't.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. On the off chance something like that were to happen, I might. But I'm a doctor. I have a duty to help people in need, no matter how hard or tiring the work gets.
Yeah, but you can't help people if you yourself
I
need
guess you're
help,
right.
bro.
But I don't have to like it.
Think about it for a sec.
This reminds Paimon of when we first met. Except you were the one trying to stop Chaska from doing something dangerous.
Yeah, like way to be a
I'd do the
hypocrite,
same
girl.
For anyone trying to put their life in danger. As a doctor, I don't want people to get hurt because of a rash decision.
So you also
Then
shouldn't
try to
want
see things from my
yourself to get
perspective.
hurt because of a rash
You clearly want to
decision.
protect
See how
your
that logic
patients.
works out?
So can't you understand why your own sister would feel the same way about you?
The two of you are the same, you know?
I disagree. I understand the risks and costs of my decisions.
Who wants to
Not
be
too
like
much from you now.
her? Overconfident, always making excuses when things go wrong.
That's just not true.
You think I don't have proof?
Okay, don't get into another fight. Just pretend Paimon never said anything.
Don't worry, Paimon. You didn't do anything wrong. Arguing is just how we communicate. Neither of us really takes it to heart.
Plus, I guess we are similar in some ways. Maybe I rush into things without thinking, but I learned that from her. We're family. I can't help it if my older sister is a bad influence.
Okay.
Now you're blaming it on your sister. Girl.
Neither of us are really the type to back down.
I said this earlier, but
So
I feel like
always
I
have our
must repeat
differences.
this for the stream.
But still, we get along in our own way.
Shao is the enemo DPS for people with daddy issues. Wanderer is the enemo DPS for people with mommy issues. Chaska is the enemo DPS for people with sibling trauma.
Be my guest.
Truly, Genshin has something
Let's get
for
you
everybody.
See you later, Traveler in Paimon. I'll be back once.
And if you
everything's
have all
settled at home.
3, congratulations. You won therapy. Please go.
Bye, you two. Take care of yourselves out there.
You take care of yourself. I don't want to hear anything out of you until you're taking care of yourself first, Koichi.
We'll probably make up for real at some point, right? Well,
Oh, they'll get over it eventually. Surely.
we know so far.
Let's recap before we end this quest. Okay, we didn't actually recap anything. Huh? Sit Lily! She's back.
Ahem. Sorry for popping up out of nowhere. Again.
Why do you look so awkward? Oh, is there something you need from us?
Okay, I won't beat around the bush. Oh, and I'm sorry for interrupting your rest. I'll treat you to some charcoal grilled steak to make up for it.
Awesome! Just give us your orders.
Hyman's
Hey,
like, free
friends don't
food?
order each
Alright,
other
what do you
around.
want?
I'm just here to share some news. Remember what we talked about before parting ways?
Oh, yeah. You mentioned how Auroron has always wanted to save Natlan. Paimon and the Traveler discussed it after you left, and we think Auroron is probably back with the captain.
I agree with your hypothesis. And just now, I confirmed it myself. Auroron came back. He helped the Masters of the Nightwind defend our camp.
What? He came back?
I told him to give up whatever he's doing, but he refused. He said there's just one step away from success, so there's no way he can back out now.
Well, not like brainwashed, and like,
Apparently,
you
he
know,
came
like
back
a
to fulfill
science
his duty
fiction
to our
sense, but
tribe.
like,
When he left, he said
he's
it was
fallen
because
victim to
he
the propaganda.
still has a
There we
duty
go.
to Natlan
he's
as a
deep
whole.
in the Fatui propaganda
I'm
wheel.
surprised you let him go at all.
Mill. The word is mill.
I had to prioritize my tribe. Besides, the situation was intense. I couldn't focus on outside and inside threats at the same time. Plus, he was on guard.
Now her
He
S's
knew
are
I would
fixed.
try to go after him.
Like, it's not
so
doing the same
he
thing
made sure
anymore.
to keep his distance. I kept an eye out for a good opportunity, but it never came.
Propaganda wheel. Shut up.
All these years of calling me Granny, and I couldn't do a single thing for him in the end.
Oh, girl.
Don't say that.
It's not your
Your
fault.
tribe all raised him together, right? That couldn't have been easy.
You're right. Seeing him come back reminded me of when he was little. Running around the tribe, dropping by random houses right and left. He's not only a child of the Masters of the Nightwind, but a child of Natlan. It's only natural for a child to want to do something for their family. Besides, Auroron is my apprentice. He might have a few tricks up his sleeve, but I guarantee I know every single
That is
one.
not how you spell sleeve. That... A few tricks up his sleeve with an A? What? How did this pass quality like, oh my god. The subtitles in this quest are full of errors. Like, oh my god. Sleeve with an A? Like, this has to be a localization issue, right? Oh my god.
What are you saying?
Look, remember how I said Auroron's soul is fragmented? This is the talisman I created to keep it stable, and this gem is what makes the talisman work.
So you could say it's his soul gem?
It just so happens that Auroron is due for a gem replacement. Since I can't get close to him, I put the new gem in a supply bag and asked Aoife to bring it to him. You guys know Aoife, right? No? Well, he's a
You know him,
pretty
right?
famous
Oh,
vet
no?
around these
Okay.
parts. He's always bringing me all sorts of things, and he happens to be very good friends with Auroron. Aoife doesn't know what's
Very
going
good
on,
friends, you
so
say.
he agreed, no questions asked. Auroron would find the gem as soon as he opened the bag. He knows how important it is. so I knew he would make the switch.
So he
probably
literally
suspected
keeps
that I
his
tampered
soul
with it.
inside of a gem. He's
But
literally a magical
here's the
girl.
catch.
Bro
The
literally
trick
made a
is on the
deal
bag.
with
The moment he touched it,
Cube
a portion of his
Mulani.
memories were copied onto the old gem, which he no longer needed.
That's amazing. You can do something like that?
Most people can't, but I can. That trick he used to bring you to the Night Kingdom isn't anything special, by the way. My technique is much more subtle. He won't notice anything.
So in other words, we have a whole backup of Auroron's memories in this gem.
That's like 4
The kid thinks
terabytes
he
of
can
his
take
memory
me on?
data right there.
Like I wasn't the one who taught him everything he knows.
That's amazing, Seat Lolly. Let's take a look right away.
And plug that USB in.
Once we get to the bottom of this, we can finally track him down. I know he thinks of me as his grandma, but do you think he'll get mad at me for this?
Well, you're going
You can
through
be
his hard
honest.
drive and, well,
That's a tough question.
any young man would be a little embarrassed if his grandma went through his internet search history, you know? It's like just what they say. Like, if you wouldn't be comfortable with your grandma reading it, don't post it online, kids.
To be honest, I've always doubted my ability to look after him. I didn't stop the ceremony all those years ago. And now, I'm useless again. But if I stop here, it will haunt me until I'm 500 years old. Every night I'll wake up in a fit of anger.
Wait, so how old is she?
You're right.
Is she actually
First
like
anger,
hundreds of years
then
old?
tears. Oh, wait.
I
Who are
thought
you
she was just
calling
like
a
making a
crybaby?
joke about that earlier.
You're just making it worse, Traveler.
I need to look at his memory. I don't care. And I won't blame him. A family does whatever it takes
Shut
to
up.
protect their own.
You sure
Sorry.
you'll be okay? We can come with
The
you
train
if you
was
like.
honking.
Did you just say you'll come with me?
Is that okay? We have a pretty good reason to see it too, don't we? Because, right, we need leads on the Fatui.
You really mean it? Oh, fine. You can come. Just promise me you'll see this through. No backing out. Got it?
I didn't actually want to yell.
Then I place my trust
I
in
do
your
live
professionalism.
in an apartment
All right,
building with other
time
people
to sneak
around
into
me. I
someone
have to be
else's memory
considerate.
and engage in some, unwanted spying.
Internet search history.
You heard it here first.
Begin.
I wouldn't be doing this if I had any other choice. Are you ready?
4 terabytes. Alright, is Auroron getting cancelled? Bro's just planting vegetables.
Look how good you're doing.
Most unproblematic
Grow
man of
into
all
nice
time.
big radishes in the future.
Oh my gosh. He's so adorable.
Aoife says you're taking up too much space, but I think you're a good tree. What do you think?
Oh my
Hey!
gosh.
How's it going, Auroron?
Good. How are you, Uncle Okanbi?
Can't complain.
When you
What
go
you
through
up
his
to?
search history
Naming your
expecting
vegetables
to
again?
find like his darkest secrets, but instead
No,
it's
just
just
some idle
top 10 tips
conversation.
for starting your own vegetable garden. How to take care of root rot.
Sounds fascinating.
Bro
What
playing.
did they say?
Bro is playing Stardew Valley, and everyone else is
Told me
playing
you were
Genshin
coming.
Impact.
You would take some produce with you.
Only if
He's
you're
literally who. Stardew Valley players help
By
me
the
out.
way,
Who's the emo
I ran
boy
into Aoife
in
yesterday.
Stardew? Because I know
He
there
told
is
me
one.
Chaska's fostering a
Who's the
Saurian
emo
in
boy
his
with the
place.
black hair?
Said the thing
That's
trampled
literally
over a part of your
him.
radish garden.
Literally
I
him.
hope you two didn't get into a huge fight.
It's literally
No,
just
don't worry.
like pages
find
and
a way
pages
for
of the
him to make
Stardew wiki.
I've already wrapped your share of the produce. Here you go.
You really knew I was coming. That's pretty amazing.
Light up the smoke, and you can see the path through the shadows.
Hey, have you seen that strange group of people that just appeared out of nowhere?
Appeared out of nowhere? I don't think so.
It's the Fatui. Their leader seems like a big deal. He didn't bring many men with him, but they're all elite warriors. It seems like they're looking for someone, but I wouldn't go around asking too many questions. If you run into them, be careful.
Bros is still taking care of his garden.
You're from the Masters of the Nightwind, are you not? Why do you live here alone?
I enjoy living by myself out in the wild. I guess you're from the Fatui, one everyone's calling a big deal.
Not an inaccurate description. I'm looking for someone who may be known to you. Citlali is her name.
Granny? What does an Outlander want with her? I've heard the name. You have business with her?
He's trying so hard to be intimidating right now. It's
There's
so
no
adorable.
point to further questioning if you insist on hiding things from me. I shall seek answers elsewhere.
Oh, he could tell I was lying, and now he's leaving?
Bro is so bad at lying.
Hey! At least tell me why you're looking for Citlali.
It's none of your concern. I have my
Like,
own means.
honestly, like, it's, like, his design is so much funnier knowing that he's, like, presenting as this, like, loner edgelord who he's actually just a soft boy that wants to take care of his garden. Like, that's peak comedy, honestly. But he would not pass the Twaj lie check. He would get twajed.
I've just been studying the ley lines and asking for leads on Granny. I can definitely rule out some sort of invasion.
The situation has seen no true improvement. The Pyro Archon did not fulfill her promise.
My lord!
Ignore him. He is no threat.
He knows I'm following.
He's just a vegetable boy.
Doesn't seem to care. He's strong, I can tell. But there's something unusual about him and also familiar in some way. I can't describe it.
What is it?
My lord, I feel dizzy.
What the hell?
A ley line disturbance. Certain presences have been forced to wander outside their rightful realm.
Ooh.
That was a spell from the Masters of the Nightwind. How did he know that? See,
I'm telling you, he's got to be from
escaped
Natlan.
souls back into the ley lines? How did he do that so easily? Soulfaring is supposed to be extremely difficult. This could be related to why he's searching for Granny.
I feel much better. Thank you, my lord.
Think nothing of it.
I think I've mentioned this once before, but I also think it's
Stay
crazy that
vigilant
Capitano
and
is the
continue to
only
gather
harbinger
information. The Abyss
that
could attack at any moment.
has
If you
appeared in
notice any
game with
irregularities,
their
assume drill
trailer
formation and be
outfit
prepared
with
to
no
fight.
like changes to it.
However,
Like he's
there's no
he's wearing the
reason to
same outfit as he wore in the Winter
Information
Nights
is our
Lazo
first
trailer.
priority.
I'm assuming
sir.
he'll probably be like one of, if not like the only harbinger to like have that outfit. Like that was just his fit. Or if they do have other characters with the outfit, they'll probably just be NPCs.
I've been following him this whole time and still they ignore me? Do they really not care?
They know you're no threat,
Seems
lil
like his
bro.
subordinates referred to him as the captain. Never heard of him before. And now he's headed to the stadium. That's unusual. Oh, what is he gonna do?
You two, with me. Everyone else, wait here as instructed. Send word to the other teams to retreat immediately if this fails.
Yes, sir.
He's going inside? But the Pyro Archon is in there. What does he want?
Oh, so this is gotta be right before the fight then.
Forgive me, my lord. Allow me to check one more time. Do you truly wish to do this?
The time for idle observation is over. It now falls on me to act. This nation is out of time.
Hey, your trailer voice line.
Yes, sir.
He just walked straight into the stadium. What is he gonna do? They're both incredibly strong. How long will they have to fight until someone comes out on top? Wait, this feeling. Just like the other day near the ley lines, it's faint, like a soul's trying to escape. Where is it coming from? Is that why he's looking for Granny? If he dies here, then all clues will be lost. I can't let that happen.
I'm starting to see like where the pieces are coming together here. Cause like, you know, Capitano was obviously like losing that fight with the Pyro Archon.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
So Auroran's like, no, he can't
No matter
like
how
lose
dense the
here,
fog,
because I still need answers
As
from
long as the sun
him.
remains, we cannot turn day into night.
And this is from the scene at
She
the
could have
end of
dispelled
the
it.
Archon quest from
She
last
simply
time.
chose not to.
Before we like knew this was Auroran here.
You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
No need to force yourself. I've never seen anyone match the Pyro Archon in battle before.
I didn't expect you to intervene at such a critical moment.
You know I've been following you. Why didn't you stop me?
When walking in the forest, it is only natural to encounter wild beasts. However, not every beast has the courage to come out and bite.
And yet, one of those very beasts saved your life.
I love his side profile.
speak.
That's so
What
freaking
do you
cool.
want?
I love that they just gave him a silhouette
save
under
you because
there,
I
and there
wanted
is no like flash or visible
My
like
soul
anywhere
is
on
more
his design.
perceptive than others.
It's such a
can
unique
sense
design
that
for
the
this
ley
game,
lines are
and
extremely
I
weak.
freaking love it. Like
I don't know what
I
the
think
Pyro
like
Archon is planning.
they really cooked. They really cooked Capitano.
She really save us?
The rest of Natlan maybe a little half baked
The questions
in
you
a lot of
asked her
places.
just now.
The
Well,
Capitano.
I've had very similar
That's a
doubts.
fine ass man.
So I felt like I had to help you.
His banner going to break records for male banners, let me tell you.
So, you can tell the truth. That was quite a reckless decision to make. I'm not sure you realize that.
There's no turning back for me now. What I did back there is going to get me in a lot of trouble. You attacked the Pyro Archon in broad daylight, and I used my spell to save you. A single glance was likely all it took for her to recognize my tribe. So, we're in the same boat.
Seem to care little for my thoughts on the matter.
It's too late for that. Start from the beginning. Why are you looking for Citlali? Do you know her?
Explain your relation to her first. I know you two are acquainted. It was obvious the moment I mentioned her name.
Citlali is my elder and my teacher. She taught me everything I know. It's my duty to protect her.
If you truly wish to protect her, you should have let me perish at the Pyro Archon's hand. Yet, you chose otherwise. Do I really need to tell you what that means?
I want to do something to change Natlan for the better. Something I can accomplish with my own two hands.
Bro's like, I'm tired of just being a farmer, tired of being a background character.
Maybe.
If I have to side with the villains to become a main character, then so be it, right?
Strange. Citlali.
Forgive me, my lord.
is said to
Allow
be
me
the
to check
legendary
one more
Granny
time.
Eats
Do you
Slave.
truly wish to do
Someone
this?
capable of
Minecraft when I
communicating
tried to
with
delete a
Wyab.
world.
And the Wyab are the key to information
Hold up!
on the
Are
Night
you sure? This world would be lost forever.
Why do you need knowledge on the Night Kingdom?
That is not something you need to know.
Don't forget, I saved your life.
Do you not believe the Fatui capable of betraying a debt?
People can lie, but souls cannot. I can tell there's a weight to your soul, a sense of justice.
You may not live among your tribe, but you certainly know their tricks. I apologize for my rash judgment.
He's like, I
You are more capable than I
underestimated this
imagined.
farmer. He is more than
Let's
a
go.
humble farmer.
We'll see if you have what it takes to join my plan.
Also, Dragon,
I
you
see.
lied to me when you said the
Interesting
Sitlali
approach.
part was the end of the quest.
Worth trying.
That was more like halfway through.
Rather than weaving a net to protect the ley lines, this method would address the root problem by reconstructing the ley lines themselves.
I haven't heard anything about that being an option yet. Oh, I think that's it. It for the memories, at least.
Woo!
Traveler, Paimon, are you two all right?
Paimon's fine, just, a little dizzy.
Of course. I'm so mad at him. After everything, he still
Cool
can't let go
graphic.
of the past. For some reason, he thinks he owes something to the people who cared for him. Stubborn, self-righteous fool. Where's that gonna get him? Now that he's all grown up, he thinks no one can tell him what to do? He thinks he can just run away whenever he wants.
Well,
Show
such is the
him.
folly of
If
young
he
men
tries to run
sometimes.
one more time, he's got another thing coming.
I mean, it's really interesting to see like all this behind the scenes, like character motivation and stuff. Genshin does not often like
Is
go
that
this
supposed
deep
to be
on
a
like
compliment?
character relationships and
That kid's got
things.
nothing on me.
So this is really interesting to see
Anyway,
like
back to what we
Auroran's
just saw.
motivations versus
don't
like
even know what to make
Capitano's
of it.
motivations versus like Sitlali's relationship with Auroran versus like Capitano's relationship with Auroran, and like how they fulfill like different kinds of mentor roles.
How does that help with the abyss?
And how he's like
The
willing
Loom of Fate?
he's willing to like corrupt his morals in order to save his people because he knows like
Unbelievable power.
doing the wrong thing sometimes ends up being the right thing in the end, right? Or at least like that's like the logic he's trying to work with. Like, you know, Capitano might be a bad guy, but it doesn't necessarily mean what he's doing is bad for Natlan.
Which means the captain has been honest from the very beginning. Auroran's memory proves that.
I told you, the Fatui might be bad guys, but they are nothing if not trustworthy when it comes to being honest about their plans.
Yes, she needs to know about this. Now.
And that's the end. Alright, I figured we were getting a little transition out there. Alrighty. Well, that was Act 3, everyone. Let's claim our achievement primos here. That was a really, like, slow-paced quest, and it was a lot of, you know, it wasn't, like, a whole lot of, like, things were happening or, like, big, like, epic spectacle or anything. But I really liked that it was kind of, like, slow and, like, gave us time to, like, really understand these character motivations and relationships for these three. Because it seems like these three are going to be, like, super crucial to the plot of, like, whatever's coming up next year. I really appreciate that. Like, Genshin does not often give us these super deep and complex, like, relationships and dynamics and backstories like this.
It's up to me to decide who I want to be, and to cut my own.
And obviously, this is something they've been doing a lot
one can
more,
tell me
like,
what to do.
recently, where they've been, you know, trying to focus more on, like, the interpersonal, like, conflicts and relationships of characters. Like, another one I can think of, like, really clearly is, like, Navia and Nouvelette's relationship in Beginning of Fontaine. Like, that was something really fun that they explored. Yeah, I liked that. Again, not, like, the most exciting or, like, you know, special spectacle or stuff like that. But a good quest. Yeah. Okay, well, I'm excited to see where this goes from here, because, you know, we've got kind of like the calm before the storm, I'm guessing. I'm guessing the next quest is gonna be, you know, our big, like, climactic battle of everything, like, you know, culminating into. So yeah, excited to see some more of it.
If you really like standing around
Churi,
like this,
please. Anyways. So that's just about gonna do it for today. Reminder, I think we're gonna finish up this on Tuesday, because I'm gonna be gone all this weekend. So again, no video this weekend. But we will finish up this quest Tuesday evening, hopefully. If not, it'll be Wednesday evening, probably. And then sometime next week or that weekend, sometime next week or the weekend after, we'll do Churi pulls and the challenge there. Hopefully next weekend we'll have a video, maybe. I could possibly have the next account fix video out next weekend, but I can't guarantee anything. I could also maybe have the kitchen video out. Again, can't guarantee anything, but hopefully next weekend 2 streams and a video, at the very least 2 streams. So you can look forward to that. So you'll be seeing more of me. Let me get out of here. But thank you all so much for showing up to this stream today. It's been a good time. It's been a good time hanging out with y'all. I always, you know, I love getting to do these more chill Archon Quest sessions. I'm gonna miss it when there's no more Archon Quest this time around. Maybe we'll have to start doing like event quests or something together. Maybe I'll go through my story quest backlog or something like that. Yeah, these kinds of streams are pretty fun. Pretty fun. I like them. All right, everyone. It is 8:15 p.m. and I didn't really have dinner today, so I think I'm gonna go order some noodles and company and sit down and watch some Project Runway. So I hope you guys all enjoyed stream tonight. So look forward to the future. As always, join the Discord at the link in the description if you haven't already, so you can stay more up to date on what's going on in the community. Alrighty, everyone. Bye-bye, bye-bye now, bye-bye, bye-bye, bye, bye-bye now, bye-bye now, bye, 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 goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Stream is gonna end soon. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.